Y'all hurt that man. Why'd you do him like that? I gotta zen up, baby. You know Tucker Carlson owns a zen company called Alps or Alp or something? Zen for the win, baby.
What you think about when you're born into a fire. Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, we kill it anyway.
Y'all broke Burts.
Listen up,
Don't do it to him, bro. By the way,
dropping
if
out
anybody sees Walter Peasy in chat, let me know.
the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves. We won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed.
Diggler trying to buy Burt's love.
To lose the race.
Hey, he finally got my operative snazzy granny.
It anyway. To
She's been Team Will for, I don't know, 6 months.
his face, the world's mistakes.
All because she says she knows somebody that lives in a camper and they're happy.
And we feel
Bro, Bert's over here freaking out over $2 donations and hasn't had a donation in a week. There's $600 in my Rumble account, and I didn't even know. My bad. I should be checking that. I use that like a rainy day fund. Like I have some that like Twitch automatically pays me, YouTube automatically pays me. But like the other things, like to buy me a coffee and shit, I just let it build up and tried to fucking ignore it until I'm like, oh man, we're a little bit short on this bill or that bill. And then I'm like, oh shit, look,
I can tell you this.
Here's some money here I can fucking withdraw.
See, this particular show, you don't have the fork and balls to call out the...
I let the music go too long. My bad, guys. We're getting into it. So yeah, that'd be a good one time we're short or get behind or fucking car repair. That'd be a good rainy day fund. I didn't even know people were donating on Rumble, to be honest with you. I mean, every once in a while I'll see like a $5 or $10 donation. Hell, I probably haven't withdrawn from it in a long time, I would say. I don't know where it came from. Thank you for those donations.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok.
If I ever die, Mariah's just going to find random money in all kinds of different accounts she can't withdraw.
Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. I was watching you guys. You guys have been mean to Burt. Now, I will say this, okay? I've never said like, oh my God, I'm going to go find Burt and beat him. I want to fight him so bad. Burt has this illusion of he was going to put me in an octagon ring. And then he was going to get into disguise and come show up and sucker punch me and I wouldn't know who he was. And just all these fantasies about beating me up. So when he said something like, well, the liberals wouldn't survive with the conservatives, well, we got guns. I said, anytime, any battlefield. Like, you're not going to win this. There's a difference between I would beat your ass if that situation arose, and I'm coming to get you, Burt. I'll have Dana White get us an octagon to fight in. Okay. So he's hung up on that. But he goes off on my living situation. Like, we couldn't be happier where we're fucking, well, I guess we could. If Helene wouldn't have hit, that would have been awesome. I wouldn't leave right now, even if I had a home, like a regular home, because the campground's fucked. Lisa's there trying to take care of it, and she's kind of fucked. Like, no matter what, I've been working on my credit score like crazy. I actually got my first pre-approval letter ever for buying a home the other day, but I probably won't leave for at least a year no matter what. Until the campground, either Lisa decides like she doesn't want to do it, that would be fine if that's her decision, or the campground's up and running again. I'm not going to leave her hanging with the campground the way it is right now. And me moving off site, yeah, I could still come back there and work, but I'm not going to be as vested in the place, I don't think. And I would feel like I abandoned her there, like by herself. There's only like 3 people that live on the property right now. So no, I didn't buy a house. It's me, my family. There's another person, Mariah's friend and her daughter. And then there's another guy that lives there. But yeah, I'm not gonna leave her for sure. Like, I don't want to feel like everybody's abandoned her. She's got hit with a storm and the campground's all fucked up and then I'm supposed to move out too. No matter what, we're going to be in this situation where we live and my office probably for another year. When I go to buy a house, I'm going to drop the office. The office is probably going to be gone. I want to get a house with a garage, one, and at least some small corner, broom closet, something I can set my streaming stuff up in. Even if it's not like a studio, I don't give a fuck what it is. If it's big enough for like a table on my computers, that's good enough. Even if it's just like a corner of the house. The problem is the kids are usually asleep when I stream. So I don't want to wake them up, right, when they're getting ready for school. And then the money that I'm spending on Office obviously will go to a house payment. Duh. The money that I'm spending where I put my camper right now will go to a house payment. I think Burt's just jealous that he can't get anybody to donate. He can't get anybody to watch. He can't yeah, I streamed out of a fucking van, dude. I streamed out of a van for like, that was like the OGs with the van. That was after we first lost the house, went to the camper. I tried streaming from the camper. First, we didn't have the internet speeds. Then two, it was just too small. And it's so small. Like I get loud and, yell at stuff and laugh loud and shit. And I didn't want to bother the kids. They're going to school. They got to sleep. There just wasn't a spot for it. So then my dad had the van. I've still got the van, by the way. My dad left it to me. My dad had a van. I streamed out of the van for, probably 7 months or something before we saved up enough through donations to be able to afford an office. But obviously it's not this either or situation. Like Burt's like, he's got this nice fancy studio, so he doesn't have to buy a house. Well, when I go to buy a house, I'm gonna drop the office. It's mostly storage, but it is an office. It's got a bathroom and a door, and there was a business in here before that sold t-shirts, I think. So there you go. Yeah, I even did a live stream and went and got the green screen poster board and green duct tape to put a green screen behind me when I was in the van. Because it looked bad when I was streaming from the van. I looked like a crazy person in a van down by the river. Anyways, Burt's jealous. He says that if other podcasters he might have talked about me before this. I have no idea. But we'll back up a little bit more. But he's talking about other podcasters fighting and how he should be allowed to fight with people too. Let's back up this whole Tim Kramer video. We'll go from there. Here we go. Let's see what he's saying. Thank you guys sincerely for the donations. If you guys didn't watch and donate, I wouldn't be able to afford any of this. I just had to shut it up. I definitely wouldn't be able to afford The Office. I told Mariah that if the show can't support The Office, I'm not losing money to run the show. I'll just make videos with my phone or something and won't live stream. That's I'm not going to lose money to make the show. But as long as the show funds The Office, then we'll keep The Office and we'll keep streaming. All right, here we go. What you got for us, Burt Trude?
And somebody said in the room a minute ago, and I didn't see who it was, I apologize, that they've already raised $1.5 million on GoFundMe for Renee Good. How much money has been raised for the ICE officer who's in the hospital? Who I will show.
What does he need? What does he need money for?
Who I will show you later has actually been put in hiding and in protective custody, he and his family. So where's the GoFundMe page for that guy?
What's he need money for? More ammo? What's he need? And there is a GoFundMe for him. I don't know there is a GoFundMe for him. There shouldn't be, but there is.
That's my question. There isn't one that I know of. There might be one, but that I know of, I don't believe there is.
There is. He's also going to say a bunch of unsubstantiated bullshit claims about Renee Good not having custody of her children and that her wife or whatever put cigarettes out on kids and she had to give up custody and blah, blah, blah. None of that's true. That was all just made up from a troll account and people ran with it.
But folks, when I tell you that there's no hope for these people, I don't come at you with just an opinion. I bring you proof.
One of the founding members of the Lincoln Project, and he's never been shy for saying exactly what he thinks. Rick Wilson is one of the founding members of the Lincoln Project, and he's never been shy for saying exactly what he thinks.
And the donor class can't just sit back on the sidelines and say, oh, well, don't worry, this will all work itself out. They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump. And that's a fact.
Yeah, just put a bullet in him. You can't stop him. You're going to have to kill him. That's what Rick Wilson was saying just prior to the Trump assassination.
Well, today, for the last 2 days, Trump has been joking about canceling midterm elections.
So. Then he slowed his roll for a while. But he's back now. He wants to let you know for sure exactly what he thinks of Trump.
I'm glad I'm not president. Because my better angels, when he dies, are going
God, it's going to be good. I can't wait to get to it.
Are going to be on the street setting off fireworks. It's going to sound like a Baghdad wedding around here. No one like Trump, who rebels in his cruelty and yet demands that people honor him and respect him and pay tribute to him as a president, deserves that. He deserves nothing but our hatred, our loathing, our approbation, our dismay.
I hated Trump. Fuck Trump.
Reek of ammonia for 1,000,000 years. He is the most hated president in our lifetimes. His cult is intense but shrinking every day. And it's shrinking in part because
I used to be brainwashed. I used to support Trump. Fuck Trump.
Even they can't stomach the vile, sick, repulsive nature of what he does. This was gratuitous. It was...
All right, Bart.
You and me.
I'll also tell you that
let's get into it.
Podcasters are fighting with each other now.
All right, all the podcasters are fighting, so Burt's got to get in on the fighting. Hold on. Burt's got to get in on it. Burt's got to get his little piece. He's got to be there. We got to be part of this, right? Burt's got to have somebody to fight with.
I have all.
He's gonna be fighting with that fucking rent man coming up a few more days. How long can you go without paying rent, Burt?
Concerned followers, viewers, friends, family advising me don't engage with the hate.
Don't engage. Move along.
They couldn't do this in if their life depended on it.
You can't do it.
One,
You still have audio issues and you can't pay your rent. You can't do it. They couldn't do that. You can't do it, Burt. You can't figure out your audio. You can't figure out your video. You can't figure out how to be on Facebook. You can't figure out how to get a following. You can't figure out how to get donations. You can't do it. But you're worried that other people can't do it?
idiot that they all run to share their stupidity with. And he laughs at it. Every time you say something negative about him, he laughs about it. He enjoys it. It's called sadomasochism. He just loves
It's called autoerotic asphyxiation. Fucking retard.
being punished. And he keeps challenging me. I want to fight you so bad.
Oh, I want to fight you so bad. I don't think I've ever said that in my life
I want
to anybody.
so bad. Well, come get me, nigga. I'm right here. Fuck you. Yeah, I said it. They'll play that 1,000,000 times over, and I don't care.
Let me at him. To the moon, Burt.
Hey, don't engage with the haters. Don't engage with the people that are attacking you. Ignore them, they'll go away. They're not going to fucking go away. That's why Candace Owens is fighting almost everybody.
I hope he's playing it.
Tucker Carlson, who was just a few months ago the darling of the right, and he dared to say something negative
That's why I put it on the fucking internet so people play it. I hope you're playing it.
Jews, and suddenly everybody's attacking him now. You can tell who's on the Jewish payroll by the ones who get offended if you have an opinion about Israel.
You could tell who's on the Jewish payroll or any payroll when they pay their rents. When someone pays their rent and they're like, oh, we're 4 days behind on rent. I haven't had a donation in a week. Cell phone's going to be cut. Internet's next. You could tell who's on a payroll.
I was not one of those people hollering from the river to the sea. I was not one of those people. As a matter of fact, I defended Israel in that respect. I defended Israel when all the college students were kicking.
You picked the wrong side of everything.
And come through the quad, and all of that was happening. I defended the Israelis, the Jews. Okay? Two things can be looked at differently. It doesn't make you into a Nazi. I think.
Oh, let's check the like counter. 12 likes. 32 dislikes. Oh, Burt. I've had donation all week.
That our country puts way too much effort and way too much emphasis on spending our money in other countries, especially Israel. We got problems here.
That's true. We spend too much on Israel. We spend too much on Israel's military defense. They need to stop fucking around with people.
Fix here.
Make some friends.
I'm an America First guy. I'm MAGA and America First, and that used to be one thing. Now, because
Trump said it was one thing. Trump's actions have always been two things.
they're separating us on purpose.
Rich people, America First, and then anybody else who will pretend like he's the greatest gift to mankind from any country.
I've got clip after clip after clip of pundits that are going after each other. Tim Pool fighting with some other woman that he had on the show, and he's saying that he's had her on the show like 4 times in the last 4 years, and he doesn't.
You know what's the most interesting fact about Tim Pool? I was looking up the address where he lives because people said he was doxxed. He had people and he show up to shooting, and I was looking up where he lives, and he's actually paid his rent. Just an interesting fact.
I want her back again because he says she smells bad. I mean, this is the kind of fights they're having with each other. Tim Pool is hates on Candace like unbelievable. All of these people are fighting with each other now.
He talks about Tucker all the time. Nick Fuentes, he's probably a big Nick Fuentes fan. They're both incels.
And I got to stop holding my tongue if I have an opinion. I'm not going to hold my tongue anymore.
I wouldn't.
I'm not going to
Let it go. Let it out, Burt. It's good for us, right? I see a therapist, but apparently you do this.
Will Bird over at Cold Beer Confessional took something I said on one of my shows and plays it over and over on his show.
You told me to. You said they're going to play it 1,000,000 times over there and I don't care. You told me to.
I said he would. I said, okay, I just said the N-word. He's going to play that 1,000 times, and that's what he's doing. And I don't care. Thank you for the publicity.
So do you care or do you not care?
Over on his show. I said he would. I said, okay, I just said the N-word. He's
Yes, no one has to mention me. I live right here. You know that spot right between your eyes, a little bit high, but almost right between your eyes, right at the base of your forehead, where you get that migraine that won't go away? You almost feel like it's right there, like on the surface. You can feel. That's where I live, in Burt's Head.
going to play that 1,000 times, and that's what he's doing. And I don't care. Thank you for the publicity.
He don't care.
I just gave you some.
You're welcome.
I wish I could make Tucker Carlson hate me the way you do, but he wouldn't do that.
Well, you could be Jewish. You could just be Jewish.
Will Burt is a loser, a piece of shit, who has his...
Oh, you hurt me, Burt. You got me. I don't know if I'll recover.
Kids living in a camper. 2 kids and a wife living in a camper.
Absolutely. It's huge. It's a gigantic fifth wheel. It's got 2 main bedrooms, a living room, a kitchen, an island, 2 bathrooms. It's a pretty decent sized camper.
Full behind camper.
I don't know. How long have we been there? So the goal was short term. We were in a smaller camper, and the goal was short term. When we left our last house, the housing market was going crazy through COVID. Literally, we were getting tips from our agent that was like, hey, this house is going to be listed first thing in the morning tomorrow. And she would call us back and say, oh, someone made an offer before it listed. It's gone. Like, it was insane. The housing market was just going crazy. Shit was doubling in price. People were taking the asking price and adding $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 on top of it. People were buying shit sight unseen. It was fucking insane. So her grandpa had a small camper, and we were like, well, we could do this for, like 3 months, 6 months, something, until everything calms down and COVID kind of whatever happens with COVID. So we went to a small camper, and literally Mariah fell in love with the campground. The community, the Taco Tuesdays, the hanging out, the people there, all the activities they had for the boys, and doing this and doing that. And the boys got to hang out in the river. They got their first kayaks. They fucking loved it, right? They loved the hiking, the trails. They had classes during the summer. They loved it. So we thought, well, the housing market hasn't changed much. It's the end of, 3-6 months. The housing market hasn't changed enough. And this place is kind of too small for us. So we started looking at bigger campers. So we went to, I started looking on Facebook as much as I could. And I finally found an older camper. It's a, I want to say, I'd have to look. I want to say it's a 2010, maybe. But it was an old couple that kept it in one of those like metal, like a 3-sided metal barn, basically, like a pre-manufactured metal shed that just has the only opening is the front. They kept it in there, and they'd taken it out. They'd taken it out a bunch of times, but they were like meticulous with like cleaning it and servicing it and blah, 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 and all this stuff. They kept it covered the whole time. It's in incredibly nice shape. And it was huge compared to the camper we have, double the size. And because it was older, it was cheaper. I had to drive 2.5 hours. It was over on the other side of Statesville, North Carolina. But it was a good price, good size, 2 bathrooms, really nice camper. And ended up going over there, paying cash for it, had to meet him at his bank, got all that, and then hired a trucking company. So actually, one of my viewers helped me hire a trucking company to have it pulled to the town, and then I had to arrange from like this parking lot they dropped it off in to get it to the campground. But it all worked out in the end. It's nice for a camper, to be honest with you.
I understand.
It was nicer than it wasn't nicer than our last house. Our last house was big and nice or whatever. But it was nicer than a lot of apartments and shit we've lived in when we were young. For sure.
Child services has been called on him for that.
Child services has been called on me for that. Oh, no. Whatever will I do? Burt, how's your kid doing? How did you raise your kid? Did you bring him up right on the straight and narrow? Maybe you're more of a put him in a house and never let him go outside. That's fine, right? My older son is fucking loves computers and robotics and STEM shit, but I still get him out and put him on the river every once in a while because I want him to learn those skills too. How'd you raise your kid? How'd that work out for you? I pay my rent for the place I put my camper every fucking month. Never missed a month. Never been behind a month. Never had eviction notices. Never been evicted at all. Can you say the same? I paid cash. I have a car. I have multiple cars. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 cars right now. Do you have a car? Okay. Just as long as we're comparing, I just want to know.
He spends money on a studio so he can do his podcast instead of renting a place big enough for a family of 4. So that he can go on his podcast and hate anybody and everybody who has an opinion that differs from his. He's a piece of shit.
That's what I did. I said, Mariah, I'm putting you in a camper so I can get an office and hate on people.
Back in the day.
And she said, whatever. I'm red pilled. So she said, she actually didn't say anything. I gave her permission to speak. And then she said, whatever you think is best. Lord willing, did one of those. It was weird.
He was a disabled veteran in a wheelchair.
Chad, have I ever told you I'm in a wheelchair? Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
That's how he started gaining attention. He's not in a wheelchair. He told his audience that he was a Trump supporter. He gathered a huge following for a while.
I was a Trump supporter.
What he calls grifters.
I woke up. And while I was a Trump supporter, I had my entire audience while I was attacking grifters, while I was a Trump supporter. You missed that whole part. I was a Trump supporter while I built my audience and calling out grifters.
Is a grifter as he asks for donations. And he gets them. He's a piece of shit. On my shoe. Will Bird.
Uh-oh.
Night on your show or the other night, I never ever said I want to fight Bert. Do you want me to clip? Let me pull the clips of how many
Pull them. Pull the clips.
times you said, Bert, I'd wipe the floor with you. Bert, anytime, any place.
I want a mega cut.
And I've said to you 100 times, bring your sorry ass to Vegas, knock on my door, and get the ass whooping you deserve.
Fly to me because I don't have a car or money and can't afford my rent. Come to my house and show up so we can have some fisticuffs.
Admiral Meat Sweats just subscribed.
Damn it. When you guys subscribe, it makes Bert angry. Thank you, Admiral Meat Sweats. I appreciate that.
But you're not going to do that, you cowardly piece of shit.
What happened to you were going to dress up like Mrs. Doubtfire and sneak up on me? You know how many times I've been looking over my shoulder for you, Bert? Everywhere. Every bush, every tree, every twig snap. I just knew it was you.
I'm not holding back anymore. If Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson can fight with Tim Poe and Tim Pool and everybody else can attack this one and that one and the other thing, I guess that's how you get known. I guess that's how you get famous. So let's go fucking get famous.
That's it, Bert. Give him the old 1, 2.
Legend
Oh, God.
of Pretzelda just resubscribed for 39 months. For you, Bert. Smiling face with hearts emoji.
That's for you, Bert. 39 months. She's been paying me to watch my show for over 3 years, Bert. And that's not even close to the longest running one. Thank you very much, Legend. I appreciate that.
Snazzy Granny, I don't know.
Snazzy Granny.
You beat all I ever seen.
You beat it.
You defend the things I say. I'm not even going to read what you said because it was flat out just retarded.
Oh, my God. Not the R word, Bert. You said it with a hard R, too.
Christine said this took a turn. Yeah, because I go off my feelings. I don't have a script.
We get a hype train at 62.5%, chat. Bert's going to be angry.
I say whatever comes to my mind, and I just go ahead and do it. I'm sick and I'm tired of...
Bert, with a hype train, I get a larger percentage of all the subscription and donations that go towards the show. That's what we got going on over here. What do you got going on over there?
They got one idiot that they all run to share their stupidity with. And he laughs at it. Every time you say something negative about him, he laughs about it. He enjoys it.
Is that true?
It's called sadomasochism. He just loves being punished. And he keeps challenging me. I want to fight you so bad. Well, come get me, nigga. I'm right here. Fuck you. Yeah, I said it. They'll play that 1 million times over, and I don't care.
He don't care. We're allowed to. He don't care.
Watching all these liberals out there disrespecting our country.
So basically, some people in his chat were like, well, I know somebody that lives in a camper. Times are tough. People live in campers. And so people are just randomly talking about living in campers. And Burt fucking gets pissed off. He gets to a point where he's like, I guess you don't want to hear my opinion. I was going to play this clip, but I guess you don't want to hear from me. So, and just plays the video.
Country disrespecting authority. And $1.5 million raised for this lesbian woman who put herself in the middle of a situation, left her kid.
What does being a lesbian have to do with it? You're very fixated on this.
Gave her kid back to her ex because her current girlfriend, who's not her wife, was burning the kid with her cigarettes.
That's not true at all. That was just made up.
There is a video of Good and her partner, and I haven't played it for you because I can't determine whether or not it's real. But they're playing this video that they were making fun of on TikTok. Charlie Kirk, and going pew pew and pointing at their neck. I don't know.
Also not real.
If that's faked or not. So I haven't played it for you. Snazzy Granny, I just said what you are saying is retarded. I am telling you about a grown-ass man who keeps two...
He can't let it go. Can't let it go.
Snazzy...
Legend of Pretzel gifted Demeter Dixon a subscription.
Oh,
Legend
no.
of Pretzel gifted a tier 1 sub to Demeter Dixon.
Not a gifted sub. Now the hype train's at 93.75%. Burt, what are we going to do?
Annie, I just said what you are saying is retarded. I am telling you about a grown-ass man who keeps two growing kids in a camper in the damn woods and pays for a studio to work in. And you go, well, my friends had a camper.
Burt reminds me of Bowles after Taco Bell. Angry, explosive, and lacking consistency. I agree.
Who keeps two growing kids in a camper in the damn woods and pays for a studio to work in. And you go,
He's so mad I have a studio, dude. You know what else I have? My rent paid every month on the studio. Early most of the time.
ST_Anubis just resubscribed for 4 months.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
boy. Let's do this.
Thank you very much for continuing the hype train. We're now at a level 2 hype train, headed for level 3 at 22%.
well, my friends had a camper and they just loved it.
People love campers. That's why they buy them.
I mean, do you just pick the other side just to piss me off?
Guys, stop making Burt angry. There's no telling what he's going to do to Shadow tonight when he gets off this stream. Shadow will be wearing sunglasses tomorrow. Try not to look directly into the camera.
Avoided telling you guys about this guy because I didn't want to give him any publicity.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm new here. Well, if you hadn't, I'm catching you up on what...
I'm like, what is it, like mushrooms? Just leave me in the dark, feeding me shit. You put a little light on me, Burt. Who knows? I'm going to spore all over you.
been going on. For the last year, I've been harassed. I have messages on my phone from people that follow that jackass who call me all the time and threaten me. I'm out.
Don't message Burt.
Anonymous just
oh,
gifted
no.
1 subs.
Damn it. That's a 50% of a level 2 hype train. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. Oh, God. Oh, God.
After just gifted 5 subs.
5 gifted subs. Thank you very much. That has got to deserve at least a little Burt.
The power of Christ compels you to give little Burt a little kiss.
Thank you very much for the gifted subs. We are at 76% on a level 3 now. Thank you guys very much for the hype train. I appreciate it.
Outside. I'm waiting for you to come out.
Don't text Burt. Don't call Burt. I've never asked anybody to text or call Burt, even though he puts his number on the screen all the time and everybody has it. Don't do that.
They don't have to be Tucker Carlson to have hate mail.
You got to give little Burt a little kiss.
Let's go back to the clips.
Back to the clips.
It cannot be helped. There's nothing we can do.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
She damn it deserves to die. Why would you say that? Why do you think somebody deserves to die? She deserves to die because she was a fascist attacking my capital in my city where I live. She came all the way from across the country.
Okay.
That's also not true. She lives in that town. She was like a block away from dropping off her son at the daycare.
Democracy dies under a fascist.
Yeah, pray for you because
I don't know if that's what he's talking about, but there's a rumor going around on Facebook that she drove like 5 hours or 8 hours, or it depends on who you ask. That's not true.
You need a lot of help. That's what we got, folks. That's what we got. A bunch of libtards. And it's not going to get any better. It's not going to get better. How do we fix it? Do we just separate? Do we just go our separate ways?
Do we just go our separate ways? Is that what we do? Here we go.
I'm filling you in on someone who's attacking me. If you don't want to hear about it,
Burt, you've even said it. You've even said, I just need to ignore the chat. You said Brad does it, Phil does it, this person. If it's something that rolls with what you're talking about and something that agrees with you or something that adds to the conversation or a spirited debate, if it's something that is something, oh God.
Gentegrity33 just gifted 1 subs.
Holy shit. We're at a level 4 hype train headed for level 5. Thank you very much, Gentegrity. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. If it's something that's going to cause you this much mental anguish, just let it go by. I know you don't get a whole lot of messages, but within like 2 hours, that message will be like 4 spots higher, and just don't read it. That's right. Ride the train. All aboard, motherfuckers.
if you don't want to know about it, if you don't want to know the fact that the liberals are getting better support from their libtard followers than the conservatives are. The libtards have raised $1.5 million for the lesbian that attempted to run over a federal officer. The conservatives have $400,000.
Why are you so worried about who she sleeps with, bro?
For the ICE officer who's in the hospital, who's actually now in hiding. The liberals are sticking together, they're supporting each other, they're taking care of each other, and they're joining together to attack all of the conservatives. That's why I said Tucker and Candace and Tim Poole, they're all fighting with each other. They're fighting for airtime, they're fighting for clicks, they're fighting for advertisers, they're fighting with each other. Dan Bongino has said he's going to go after all the black pill conservatives. He's talking about people like me who are not satisfied with the job that Trump and Bondi and Bongino.
I don't think he knows you exist, bro. I don't think any of these people know you exist.
And Cash Patel are doing.
You're lucky that I stumbled upon you. You can thank Brad for that.
Well, then I'm coming for you all. That's what he said. He went and did 10 months in the deep state, and he got completely indoctrinated. And now he's on his way back, and he owns a portion of Rumble. So how long is it going to take for him to get word that I'm not satisfied with the job he did? Or that
oh, man, yeah. He probably knows you by name. Someone's going to send you him a link to this video, and he probably only gets 1 or 2 messages a day, and he'll be all over it.
That's what Patel is doing, or that Pam Bondi is.
We help Burt get $25. We're good for business. I'm good. I'm good for everybody. Wherever I show up, money follows.
Doing and kick me off this platform.
Yes, good. That is true. Conservatives make way fucking more streaming. Way fucking more streaming than liberals if they're good at it, right? Burt doesn't. Burt has more dislikes than likes every fucking day.
Not surprised me at this point based on what he has said.
We're going into the pouting mode.
Burt, we're sorry that you're getting attacked. That's what the chat room should be saying, but no, it's not. Well, this one's
You know what you guys should be saying? We're very sorry that someone's being mean to you on the internet. Oh,
Jessica
no.
Just gifted 1 subs.
Damn it. Phil sucks and he makes 100 million. That's right. We're headed towards level 5 at 21, almost 22%. Thank you very much for the gifted subs. Appreciate it, guys.
Sorry. Oh my goodness. This is a bunch of personal stuff.
I was raised on Rush Limbaugh talk radio. The moderator's working overtime over there on Burt's chat.
All right, you guys, here's the deal.
Here it is.
Snazzy.
Here's the deal.
Letting kids grow up in a trailer, in a pull-behind fifth wheel, while spending money on a studio so they can hate on conservatives.
Bro, my kids have an amazing life.
And all you guys want to do is defend.
Me and Mariah were just talking the other day. Liam had like fucking 9 goddamn after-school activities in like 2 days. Like, it was fucking insane. They do everything they want to do. They get everything they fucking want as long as they earn it in some way. I don't just try to spoil them. My kids fucking love the idea, and we are just stacking up savings, waiting for the housing market. I've been working my ass off trying to get my credit better, and there's a bunch of there's not a bunch. There's a few negative things on my credit that are about to fall off because past the 7-year reporting period window, and when those fall off, I've already gotten a pre-approval letter. It's not an approval letter, a pre-approval letter. But like I said, I'm not going anywhere for the next year anyways. I got to get a year to get my credit in the best shape I can, use my VA home loan, and we're headed for a house. You just had to wait on it, Burt.
Trailer. It's 2 children of school age sleeping in a damn pull-behind trailer. That's how they're raising their kids. And my friends.
Yeah. And they love it, man. They love it. My son has a $600 kayak, and he can literally walk. He can walk 30 steps and put it in the river and paddle his heart out. He loves it.
Out in their trailer, and they just had a go time.
Thank you guys very much. The hype train has ended. We reached a level 4. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate the hype train.
Was your brother snazzy? Was your brother raising 2 kids, sending them off to school every day and having them come back home and get in this hamper trailer while daddy's off in his studio with all his lights and all his cameras and everything else? Is that? And so what you've done now is you provided the hater.
Actually, I work all day, and Mariah usually goes picks up the kids, and I go talk to them and ask them how their school day was. Unless Liam has something going on after school, then I try to attend those things if I can, if it's open to the public or whatever. Then, while Mariah's making dinner, I sit down and with the kids and do their homework and talk to them about their day, and if they've got anything going on, if they have any questions, they need any help from me, I try to do something with them at least a couple times a week, like building those projects, or we like to build robots, or me and Ollie like to make our own Roblox games on the Roblox game engine. I do something with them, try to do something with them. I speak to them every day, but I try to do something with them either together, or I like to do it individually too, because their ages are different. They're just interested in different things at least a couple times a week. Then once they've had dinner and are getting ready, prepared for bed, and Liam's usually playing video games, Ollie's doing whatever, watching TV. Then I tell them goodbye, go to the office, they go to bed. When I come home, I actually tell them both good night, tuck them in, move Oliver, because he usually falls asleep in my bed, move Oliver to his bed, tuck him in, tell him I'm proud of him and that I love him, tell Liam that I'm proud of him, I love him, and then I go to bed. But that's my routine. How was your routine with your kid? You think I'm harming him in some way? I make it a point. When I move Ollie, he's like half awake because I have to make him walk. He's too big to carry anymore. I used to carry him to bed, but I make him walk to bed. I make a point to tell them both that I love them and that I'm proud of them before they go to sleep. How'd you do with Delton?
With more content, because even his own supporters support me. You people are just as bad as these libtards. I'm just disgusted. I'm wondering what the hell am I doing wasting my time even sitting here talking to some of you people.
Thank you very much, Admiral Meat Sweats. I didn't have bad parents. I had really good parents. But one thing I distinctly remember is like being worried that my parents, we played a lot of sports, okay? And not that that's bad. It's good to get out and be athletic. Liam plays soccer. Ollie's not really interested in sports, but he tries. He played t-ball and does different things, right? I remember when I was little being worried that how good I did at a sport was somehow tied to how much my parents liked me. And I fucking hated that feeling. It wasn't true. I don't think my parents were like ranking us by, but in my head, because everything was so sports based, in my head, when I had a bad game, in my head, I thought, oh, well, my parents probably like my sister better or more or whatever because she did better. Later on in life, my dad who very rarely would say I love you to me, right? Once we got older, like I'm talking, like I guess when it become kind of awkward, right? Especially for a guy in the generation he was raised. So like late middle school on, he rarely would we just say like we would talk on the phone, but we wouldn't say like love you bye or whatever. It was just an awkward weird. Then he one day he had a dream. He called me in the middle of the night. And I just happened to be awake. I think I was probably I was out of the house, so I was at least 18. And he called me in the middle of the night, and I was awake. And he said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing." And I tried to like lead into like saying blah, 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 whatever I was doing. He's like, wait. I just want to tell you I love you. And I said, "What? Is something wrong? Is something going on?" what's the matter? Like, I thought he was going to tell me he had fucking cancer or some shit. And he's like, he had a dream that his dad, who was my papa, had passed away. It came to him in a dream and explained to him how important it was to tell people around you that you love them and that you're proud of them and you love them and whatever, just in case you never know when your time's going to come. And that stuck with me for the rest of my life. And from then on, when we talked on the phone, I said, I love you, bye. He said, I love you, bye. I told it my mom and dad. I always told my mom I loved her because it was different, like a boy and his mom versus a boy and his dad. But from then on, and that stuck with me the rest of my fucking life. So I tell I don't care how old they are. It is awkward when it's like another man when they're like up in high school and shit like Liam. But I don't care. I tell him I love him and I tell him I'm proud of him and I want him to know that no matter what he chooses, no matter what he does, no matter how he turns out, no matter what job he has or how good he does at sports, I love him and I'm proud of him. And it's hard for me, especially with sports, because I was super competitive, had a college scholarship and all that shit, right? And was an athlete my whole life. And Liam's not as inclined to sports. It's just not his thing. He likes computers. He likes other things. That's fine. But I get super competitive, especially when I feel like he's doing bad and he could do better. I want to push him. But I also want him to know that no matter how he does in sports or in school or in life or whatever, I still love him. I'm proud of him. Did you do that with Delton, Burt? Did you take care of Delton?
Oh, man. Banging my... I haven't had a beer in 2 weeks.
He's shaking.
She's going to have a beer, I think.
Like a leaf.
Jamwich says, Bert, clearly some people only hear half of what you have to say. Well, I understand that was the case when the microphone wasn't working right. But now that it's working, I think that they could listen. Now, it's time to get the microphone working right, and they still only listen to half of what I'm saying. I think you might be right, Jamwich. I'm so frustrated by the fact that this tiny little audience that I have here, even if we're trying to grow it, doesn't want to hear what I have to say. Apparently, you just want me. I get some people say, Bert,
here's the pouting. You don't even want to hear what I was going to play this clip, but you'd have to hear what I got to say. You want to hear what I got to say or not?
Playing so many clips. Just to hear you talk about what you want to talk about. Then I get other people say, hey, Bert, stop talking so much and just play the clips. And I'm supposed to try to figure out how to govern my show that way? I didn't say she was retarded. I said the comment was retarded. I could have said I could have thought longer and said, it was very insensitive of you to take what I said about a person who's making his children live that way so he can have a fancy studio to come and get on the camera and hate on people like me. Very sensitive of you.
I would never call my studio fancy, okay? It's not that. Hell, Atsuko, is it Atsuko in the chat tonight or is she busy tonight? Atsuko's been to the studio. It's not fancy. It was so my landlord, it was his storage. Like he kept materials and shit for his other rental properties in here. And then he decided to turn it into an office. And one person rented it before me and they sold t-shirts. And it probably worked out good for that. And then mine is like the studio, but the vast majority of the studio is just storage. From stuff that like we had in our house or projects I've got or tools, or there's just a bunch of storage here. And then like one little corner is my studio. And then right past where my equipment's set up is the bathroom. That's about it.
You say that about me. Instead, that's just retarded. And went on, just moved on. But let's make a goddamn big deal about it. Let's go ahead and turn the whole show.
I think it was at the time, at least, I haven't seen any cheaper offices anywhere, in my town. I've looked because I thought I could get an office cheaper. I could not.
Go into it. Oh my God, you called her a retard. It was a retarded thing to say. Based on the fact that I was trying to make a point.
Oh no, now it's 15 to 43, 44, 15 to 44 on the likes versus dislikes. You guys sometimes should go look at my my Rumble video like to dislike ratio. It happens at some point overnight. Hi, Bert. Seeing what a real show looks like? I see you over there, Scooter. At some point overnight, not while I'm live, there is like a bot or something that comes to my Rumble channel and just gives it a ton of dislikes. I know it's not actual. There's not even views on it. It's just like a bot that comes there and gives it like fucking 25 dislikes. It's weird. Might be Bert signing into all of his accounts all night. I don't care. I only use Rumble as a repository where I know they won't delete my videos. It'll basically always be there. Because YouTube, I've had issues with them, and Twitch, the replays don't stay up. So it's like a repository for the videos. But still interesting.
Snazzy, you're this close to getting kicked out of the show.
this close, Snazzy.
You're better when you don't talk about your haters. Yeah, and my show is doing nothing. Nobody's donating. Nobody's watching. There hasn't been a donation in a week.
This is a good way to build an audience.
And the people that hate me are celebrating that. All right, Snazzy, you're done. I don't know who the hell elected you to be my mama, but that's it. You're out of here.
Not Snazzy. What is this fucking audio spectrogram he's got back here? Is that supposed to convince us he did some work today?
Anybody else want to go? Just let me know.
Had a heart attack playing a gig to raise money for someone's funeral. He passed in the bathroom during a set break. I know the last thing he said to me was that he loved me because he always did. Yeah. You never know, right? I would definitely want my sons to know. I don't want there to be any doubt in their mind in any way, shape, or form that I always love them and I'll be proud of them no matter what. Burt is this wild specimen on the screen here. A washed up Las Vegas lounge singer. He was in the military choir.
I kicked some people with the curb. Anybody else want to go?
Burt, have you thought about this? When times have got you down, just think, raise up, old glory. That makes you feel better just saying that. I say it when me and Mariah are fooling around and I get an erection. That's how ingrained into me it is. I just say, raise up, old glory. And there she is. After that, I won't describe what happens. But when we're getting excited, raise up, old glory.
Are you sick because you have a mask on?
He's giving us a silence treatment.
Myself from getting ill from working around others. So.
Okay. Do you support ICE agents covering their face?
No, I do not.
Okay. Why not?
If they're legitimately law enforcement officers, you'll notice that the Phoenix PD doesn't cover their face. So why do
I got kicked out. For what reason? I don't know. Why?
they have to cover theirs?
Yeah, so they're not ICE agents.
Oh, so there's a difference.
There is a difference, yeah. So ICE agents and ICE officers are under different jurisdiction and different ways of doing things than local police.
They used to wear masks, so why do they wear masks now?
That's a good question, because assault and violence against them has gone up 1,000%. They wear the face mask. Some of them, why is violence going up against them? Because I think leftists lie about what they're doing, and they want to hurt them, and they want to hurt their families, and they're shooting at them.
Leftists out here hurting anyone?
Yeah, you are left hiding your face.
I want to hear this part where he's like, I was going to play that clip, but I'd have to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it anymore.
Isn't that it? That's what ICE agents are doing. They don't want to be doxxed, just like you don't want to be doxxed. So he can go.
So basically, Burt was this guy who made a patriotic song, and it's called Raise Up Old Glory, fucking 30 goddamn years ago, and that's what he's been trying to live off of for the rest of his life. He does impersonations, right? So he does like Garth Brooks and Elvis and blah, blah, blah. And he did this patriotic show in Vegas, he claims. And he was like the headliner of all these clubs and whatever. COVID hit. He got cancer. The state paid for all of his cancer treatment. He hooked up with one of these fucking QAnon podcasters. That guy raised him a shit ton of money through GoFundMe. He squandered all that money. Then tried to start a podcast off the back of that other QAnon podcaster, and got a bunch of old ladies to invest a ton of money into him building a studio. The studio was in his house, right? So hundreds of thousands of dollars he paid to build a studio in his house, which he did build, but he didn't pay the rent. He told them they were investing in a business and he was going to pay them back and they were going to make tons of money because he was signing with some podcasting TV network and blah, 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 blah. He really just screwed all these grannies out of their money. Some of them hundreds of thousands of dollars. Bought all this equipment, did all this, didn't pay the rent, and he's been bouncing around homeless since then. Still trying to make a comeback as a podcaster. People have asked him several times, just get a job. He can't. He's always got an excuse. Move out of Vegas. It's too expensive. He can't. He's got an excuse. Someone said, just go fucking bartend. You get paid cash. And he was like, you think they'd hire me? Bartending job? They'd Google my name, see how experienced I am in the bar and service industry, and then they'd be afraid that I'm going to take over their bar. They'd never hire me. Like, he won't get a job.
having some audio issues now because I banged on the counter, and I think I shook some things up a little bit.
He come on a podcast one time and said he only had one sock, and we've been making fun of him ever since. You guys won't donate to me, and I only got one clean sock. Apparently, his family has begged him to move back to Florida, where the cost of living is much lower, and he could still probably find a job doing something. He won't. He's got to be in Vegas. Big toilet. You think are toilets in Japan small? Big toilet. Oh, Walter Peasy. Hey, what's up? Thank you for the donation last night. It came right at the end of the show, and I didn't see it till I got off, but thank you. I appreciate it. I was waiting for you to pop up. It said, good stuff. Keep it up. Walter Peasy. Thank you very much.
I'm going to finish the show without comment because you guys don't want to hear what I have to say. Just want to hear the video clip, so there you go.
You don't want to hear what I... Listen to him, pal. Listen.
The show without comment. I'm going to finish the show without comment because you guys don't want to hear what I have to say. Just want to hear the video clip, so there you go.
I'm going to finish this show without any comments because you guys don't want to hear what I have to say. You just want to see the video, so here you go. It's a normal size toilet, guys. Don't start telling everybody I got a giant toilet. It is set up weird. Like the toilet is separate from like the sink, and there's like a wall between the two because I think it was like an afterthought to add the bathroom. But like there's a room you go in with a door that's private with a toilet and toilet paper. And then you come out of that door and around a little wall, like a 3/4 height wall, and there's the sink. It's kind of like a bathroom would be set up in a business where the toilets are separate from the sink. But I do not have a giant toilet. Don't let Itsuko lie to you.
Quote on Truth Social, if the corrupt politicians of Minnesota do not insurrect Minnesota with the state, Harry does invoke to the if
no one wants to hear me talk, so I'm not going to talk anymore. Yes. Even after he bans people and gets rid of them and says he's never going to talk about them again, they still are right here. He can't lose those. They're set at the forefront of his thoughts. Dude, if he would just go on and not mention all the fucking stupid shit, no one would have anything to say to him. Old man Schwump.
Well, I was going to play this next clip, but it requires me to have an opinion of it, so I'm going to skip that one. Let's see.
Old man Schwump is from Andy Griffith, right? Am I making that up? My parents, who are not around anymore, were huge Andy Griffith fans. And I swear I remember there's a bit where they talk about old man Schwump even having a date or something like that. Even old man Schwump had a day. Or stag. He was I'd have to stand in the slag line with old man Schwump. You're right. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me of that. My parents loved Andy Griffith so much. When I was young, we had the Andy Griffith trivia game. Went to Mount Airy, North Carolina. All that stuff.
Say anything on this one?
I might not have to say anything on this one. I'm just going to sit over here and pout. No one wants to hear me talk no ways.
Soda, send them this clip because, well, if anyone had suspicions around the Somali fraud case in Minnesota, send them this clip because this audio exposes everything.
Our future scandal. General was at fold. Speaker, fight what's Attorney General. That's why the A11.
No words. Oh my God. Can you guys hear that buzz? Burt says you can only hear it when you got expensive headphones.
In the comments below. Well, if anyone had suspicion.
Sounds great.
I did all that work to fix the microphone and found out I don't even need it.
Listen to him. How old is Burt? Somebody tell me this man's age. My kids wouldn't do this. I did all this work to fix this microphone. Found out I don't even need it. No one wants to hear me talk. I just push the play button. That's what I am. A glorified monkey. Push the play button, monkey. A stag line is back in the day when you had dances, like community dances or whatever, or high school dances, I guess. The stag line is the single people that no one's picked to dance with yet. They just stand in a line until a girl comes over and says, hey, will you dance with me or whatever? or a guy comes over, that's the stag line. The stag line is the guys that are just lined up waiting for a dance.
You guys don't want to hear from me. That's fine. That's what I'm talking.
6-7. I was froze for a minute. Sorry.
I'll do this, although I know it's a waste of time.
I'll do this. Trying to waste. I don't want to say anything. I just do this. Just look at that. Here we go. Y'all broke Burt, dude. He's pouting. 70-year-old man over here. I guess you guys don't even want to hear me talk. I'll just press the play button. I'll show you my donation link, but I won't even talk about it. I'll just circle it a couple times without even talking. How do you break a full grown-ass man?
Videos come out. This is the lesbian partner, reportedly.
I think this is when I stopped, when I went live.
Her first absolutely right to do. No, the gun has bullets in it. Lesbian partner, reportedly, of the woman who was killed, yelling.
No, that's my patented move. You can't do that.
This new setup has made it really hard to switch from one video clip to the other. It's just, I've got to make some improvements.
Well, I suppose. Fucking Eeyore. Built like Pooh Bear, looking like Eeyore. Acting like Eeyore.
Thank you, Edith T. I'm trying to calm down.
I'm trying. I hope I do.
Keep you from sharing with the rest of us. My suggestion is just remove them from the chat when they act like that. I watch to hear from you. And Jam Witch says, you're the voice of common sense. Thank you. BF McDowell, I agree with Edith. And he always loves to say this. We live in a sorry world. Folks, I'm going to try this again without, and I've deleted a bunch of people.
Awesome. Thank God. The vast majority of your viewership.
And this episode has given more fuel to the fire of the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like a fucking gasoline nozzle, buddy.
Of the haters. And also, I realized that some of the people making comments had come over from there, and you don't know who's in the chat room. So there were people defending him.
Snazzy Granny, yeah.
I just found out how many of the people in my chat room are from Will Bird's chat room, because they were the ones defending him, including the ones that just got kicked out, that have been coming in here for a while. He has said on his show, Burt, half of your audience are my people.
Yes. It's funny, isn't it?
Turns out he's right. Well, I don't fucking care to talk to his people. So you come in my chat room and you give me shit and I'm kicking you out. It's my house.
Out of here. Get the Terminator on you. Oh, wait, she left you too, right? Even your best top fan who you made your moderator and called the Terminator left after being too tired of dealing with your shit. And then she came to me and told me what a piece of shit you are. Wild, isn't it?
I invited you into my living room to share with you the news that I've seen and my opinion about it. And part of the show that I put together here was to have a place for you to ask questions.
To talk shit about Will Bird. That was a major fucking focal point of my show tonight, and you guys didn't like it.
And make comments, and if your comments are reasonable, they get to stay in the room. If they're not reasonable, I had someone called the Terminator who deleted everybody all the time. I now understand why she did it. Now she's joined the dark side, and she's now...
He's talking about her too.
Over there hating on me as much as everybody else is.
That's right. We are Hydra. I am the internet, Burt. Ooga booga. That was my old slogan.
You invested money in the show. You don't want the show to succeed. You don't get your goddamn money back.
People used to get so mad. They'd be like, how the fuck did fucking Will Bird over at Cold Beer Confessional do this or figure this out? Or I didn't realize I had been talking to Will Bird. I signed up for one of Phil's PSI conferences, or consultations as Don Kedick. I signed up for one of Phil's PSI consultations as Don Kedick and did an hour-long phone call with one of Phil's top fucking silver salesmen where we just talked about JFK and Phil and how cute he was. They would get, and then Phil ran on the internet and told his followings that I committed a felony and I was going to be arrested.
That's your fault, not mine.
All live on the show, yes. Donkey Dick.
GD, that's the second time I've said it. So why? Because I'm pissed off. And I'm done with you church people. You church ladies, I say God bless you all the time, but I'm not perfect. And if I accidentally let a cuss word slip and you judge me like that, then you're not worth having in my life. I don't need you in my life.
Get out of here.
Linus, who is a trusted viewer, someone who I personally know.
Uh-oh, Linus.
Haven't seen in probably a couple of years. Says, hi, I'm way late. Some people in the chat room have been an issue for a while. I've said that before, you have. I've had other people tell me that they think this one and that and the other one are playing.
We'll get Linus too. Don't you worry.
Especially the ones who ask questions that are.
Who was here for the PSI call? The Phil Silver call. That was in the van, wasn't it? When I was streaming from the van?
Leading and insinuate certain things. And I think Snazzy Granny was one of them. And she just pissed me off. So she's gone. I have that right. Like I said, I've invited you into my living room. And if I don't like the way you're behaving in my living room, I'm going to make you go home. You're not going, you can't stay here. I'm very frustrated. For the last week, I told you guys I just need a few dollars to get my phone turned on. There's not been a single donation.
Maybe they're tired of supporting you when you yell at them, berate them, ban them, tell them how horrible they are, tell them to shut up what they're talking about, to stay on topic, and you won't get a job. Even when we had a bigger audience and I did not need nor want a job, I still worked a job.
Not a single one. And they're celebrating that in the other rooms. They're celebrating the hell out of it. And every time I ask my audience for help, their audience says, here's something for you. Never screw him, but here's something for you. I don't care anymore.
Never for you, but here's something for you.
I don't care anymore.
I swear to God, I need somebody to donate a car one day. And be like, Will, I know you've got 8 cars that all run and drive right now. But I was going to donate this to Burt, but he made me mad. Here's your car.
You don't want to get me to the point where I don't care anymore. Because nobody's perfect. And I have a side of me that is not pleasant. And when people force that side out.
I'm not bragging about the 8 cars. I need to fucking get rid of them. They're becoming an issue. I've got cars fucking everywhere. When the weather breaks, we are doing contents on fixing and selling cars and maybe expanding that more into some mechanic stuff. We'll see. He does care, or he wouldn't address it. He wouldn't be banning people. He wouldn't be screaming and crying and pouting and all this.
I don't like it. D Digger just sent $2 in a rant and said, great show. I appreciate that. I'll see that in a month. Rumble pays that at the end of the month. I guess I'll see it at the end of the year, I think. I mean, end of January. But
Rumble doesn't. You don't have to wait to the end of the month. I don't know what the fuck he... As soon as you get $50, you can cash out. At least $50 you can cash out on Rumble. I don't know what you've got set up that you have to wait a month. As soon as there's $50 or more in your Rumble account, you can cash it out. And it takes a couple days to process.
Thank you. I've had so much technical trouble in this studio since I moved over here to this side of town. I had to get new internet. I had to go through these computers. I had to do all kinds of research. I'm just not a computer guy. I'm somebody.
Burt was being all fucking sneaky, and he's like, I'm moving. They'll never find out where I live, blah, blah, blah. It took like 2 goddamn hours to geolocate Burt.
Somebody who knows how to use music software on a computer, software behind me on that computer over there, I had to use that. All this other stuff is new to me. And I've struggled to try to stay on the air for you guys.
Still struggling.
And I must be doing it for some reason because since last week, listen, I don't have any time to have to say it. This show survives on the donation of the audience. And if you're sitting in the room every night and you hear me say that and you don't donate, then what are you thinking? Now, if you're a person who cannot afford to donate $5.
Burt, here's what I would do. Clearly, you don't mind selling out a little bit. All you need to do is get about 20,000 viewers. And then sign up to be pro-Israel. I think they'll send you a check with a little Star of David on it. And you just they send over some talking points. It's either Israel or Russia. They'll both pay.
I understand. And you're still welcome here. But if you're a person who doesn't donate and then you come in the chat room and you bitch.
But step 1 is getting, the 20,000 viewers.
At me for everything that I say, I don't need you here at all. So I have a hair trigger. And for a while there, I apologized to my audience for the fact that my so-called Terminator, that's no longer a friend, her choice, not mine, had deleted everybody who said one thing out of line. And I got soft-hearted when I started doing the moderating myself, and I let everybody back in. I probably shouldn't have done that.
He didn't let me back in. That was weird.
Doing the show has cost me my home. It's cost me my car.
No, it hasn't. This show hasn't cost him anything. He acts like he's some type of fucking martyr. He didn't pay his rent. How did it cost you your home? your car was in an accident and you couldn't afford to pay the fucking, what's it called? The copay? No, it's called something else. What is the insurance? The deductible. You couldn't afford to pay the deductible to after it's fixed to get it back. You're not a martyr. You just have a shitty podcast and don't have a job.
It's cost me a lot of friends. And the advice I'm getting from everybody is stop doing it.
I would.
And I don't usually take advice like that because I don't like to quit.
That's the best way to put it. Everybody that is around Burt long enough, sometimes they like him, sometimes they enjoy him. A lot of them agree with him politically and don't agree with me politically at all. We do not agree politically. We'll fight. I'll call them out in the chat and they'll fucking talk shit about me or they'll talk shit about me on other pages. I understand that. That's fine. We do not agree politically. We all agree that Burt is a user. He gets people to like him. He uses them for whatever he can use them for. When they're no longer useful, he doesn't mind to cut them off or yell at them or cuss them or whatever. As long as you're sending money, we're all good. As soon as you stop sending money, oh, they were in love with me and they wanted to sleep with me and I had to cut it off. Then they got mad at me for like fucking crazy stories. When you've had 100 goddamn people come into your life and then leave your life talking about what a piece of shit you are, maybe all 100 fucking people aren't crazy. Maybe you're the problem.
I hit the table and the buzz started and I can't make it go away. Maybe I should hit it again. No.
He hasn't even worked enough to draw Social Security.
Jeez. Somebody said you need to get a beer. I think that person got kicked out. I haven't had a beer in a week. I quit drinking. I can't afford.
Well, can't afford a beer. It's not the same.
I'm drinking water.
You just said you were going to go right back to drinking beer as soon as you had the money. Thank you, Dr. J, for dropping the donation link.
I got to go back through these comments before I delete the show tonight and double check and see if I missed anybody that needs to get kicked out.
He's got to delete the show. It's bad, bro. He's going to cover me in a minute. We'll skip through that because you guys have been here for the show.
Robert Lamb just said a minute ago that Minnesotans, you have to write them off. I'm telling you, that's just where we are. Just let them have it.
I never said anything.
God, did you guys see the woman they drug out that was just stuck in traffic and they made a mistake. She was stuck in traffic. She was trying to go to the doctor. And while she's talking to one officer about it, another ICE agent comes up from the passenger side and just busts her fucking window out. Then they all freak out and drag her out of her fucking car. Like she's just trying to go to the fucking doctor.
I never said anything.
Eventually, the fucking libertarian bros and the don't tread on me and they got to wake up from this MAGA spell. Like, fucking support Trump if that's what you got to do. This is not okay. Cut her seatbelt. They were trying to drag her out. She wasn't unbuckled. They had to cut her seatbelt. They fucked her up pretty good for just trying to get through traffic to go to the doctor. She wasn't a protester. She wasn't their target. She wasn't being pulled over. She was just trying to get through, go to a doctor's appointment. I think she said she's disabled.
She ain't letting go of that phone.
I never said anything.
Jesus Christ. How long does it take to get an overweight woman like this guy clearly has no training? So ICE's AI hiring assistant fucked up. Basically what the AI hiring assistant was supposed to do was take already qualified officers. So like if you've been a police officer, still post certified, or you used to be a police officer, whatever, you've been a police officer before, it was supposed to pick out your application and fast track you to the online only training for like 4 weeks. Okay. And if you weren't a former police officer, you were supposed to go to the in-person training to do all the training to become a police officer. Well, the AI bots just focused on the word officer. And if you put officer anywhere in your application, like I want to be an ICE officer, or I was a corrections officer, or I was an officer in the military, it automatically pulled your application, approved it, and put you in the short online only class. So some of these people went out without any training at all. Law enforcement training, zero.
I'm having a hard time handling that big fat woman.
I never said that. I never said that.
What are you doing? Unbelievable. Truth be told, says in Florida, Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission officers, game wardens, have a full authority to arrest anyone in violation of any state law, including traffic laws, and you don't mess with them. That's the same way in Nevada. In Nevada, all of the police of any capacity have jurisdiction over any county, and they can arrest you anywhere. They don't have to be in their jurisdiction. And the wildlife guy's the same thing here.
Does he have any more meltdowns, chat?
There's no doubt about that. I grew up there. I'm coming at me saying, well, why are you telling us this? It's personal stuff. And I realize now that those people that just pissed me off are the people that came over from people coming at me saying, oh, I'm sorry I'm so pissed off tonight. I mean, it just angers me that when I decide to finally expose the people that are attacking me, I got a whole bunch of people coming at me saying, well, why are you telling us this? It's personal stuff. And I realize now that those people that just pissed me off are the people that came over from his room anyway. So I apologize to the regulars. I do.
Yeah, Snazzy Granny, who's been in your chat for fucking years, just came over from my room to piss you off. You're right.
I'm not perfect. If I were perfect, my name would be Jesus. And I wouldn't have bags under my eyes.
Ooh. He did watch the show where I made fun of the bags under his eyes, I guess. They're looking rough, bro.
This is off the topic. I thought we'd move on to a different topic here, but this is still 100% proof that the election
Here we go.
in 2020.
Here we go.
Make fun of us for still believing that.
100%.
People that say you must be crazy if you believe the election was stolen. Also, told you to wear a mask, and also told you to take a shot. And they also told you to stand 6 feet apart. And we won't even get into what they believe the shape of the country or the shape of the world is.
Yes, standing 6 feet apart is going to help with basically any illness in the world, no matter how it's transmitted. Distance is always going to help. You know, it'd be better than standing 6 feet apart, standing 10 feet apart, or 100 feet apart, or a country apart.
The planet, I mean. And they don't even want to hear any evidence of any other possibilities. But this is what happens. This is what happens.
Because the earth is round. We got it.
And I thought you might find it interesting.
Many problems discovered during the Maricopa audit. So in the first place, the Senate subpoenaed the ballots, and the Board of Supervisors delayed 5 months. Deals were missing. Inside some articles and off.
That made me. I've already known all this.
He already knew all this.
Problems discovered during.
So that's all the proof I need. I've already known all this. I knew this on the night it happened.
That's all the proof I need. I saw a TikTok video of a guy claiming something. That's all I need.
It was the night that this all happened that made me get on board with this whole movement that we're involved in. I was sick as a dog. I had just gotten out of my surgery, and I was recovering from.
That's all the proof I need. Right? Somebody on the internet said it.
My cancer.
They don't let people on the internet say things that aren't true.
And I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't do anything because of COVID. All I could do was sit at a computer and look this stuff up. And
that's what broke you.
Research it. And it drove me insane. I knew that they'd stolen this election, that they had illegitimately placed Joe Biden in as the president.
It's crazy to just wish that Republicans would be regular Republicans again. Like, we get it. Like, we need to deport criminals and, you know, fucking violent offenders and gang members and blah, blah, blah. And we need, you know, to be fiscally conservative and a small government, blah, blah. That's your thing, right? Not this, whatever the fuck this is.
I didn't think we were going to survive it. Somehow we did survive it, and here we are.
Trump out here suggesting that we should just not even do the midterm elections.
Here we are. For those of you that are left in the room watching the show, still got the same amount of people watching, even though I kicked about 10 people out.
Weird. It's almost like it doesn't update for a long time.
You stay on the air. I need your donation.
Okay, here we go. Need donations.
A donation or a PayPal donation. I'll receive it right away, and I'll use it immediately.
He used to say, Zally me. You can Zally me.
To keep this show on the air. All you need is my email address, burt@burtlynch.com. If you can't use that, if you don't know how or you don't want to use either one of those, and trust me, I'll tell you, Zelle is incredibly handy to have.
He wants you to use those because he gets it fast.
And I use it all the time. I pay bills with it. Anyway, I'm not here to
G.W. Bush, yes, for sure.
And we'll get that in a day or two. Today's Thursday. I probably won't see it till Monday, but still. I've got to get the phone on so that I can deal with a just life in general.
Audio's cutting out again, Bert.
So that
I can't believe he's selling. No fucking way. Hold on. How the fuck does he think he has the right to sell a Charlie Kirk shirt. It's got his logo on it. And it says, "We are all Charlie Kirk now." I saw it. It says, "We have Charlie Kirk shirts now for $30 goddamn dollars." Charlie Kirk t-shirt now available. No, you said I had a big toilet. Now everybody's making fun of me. I don't want to hear it, Atsuko. I'm done with you.
I can raise some funds. They have nothing to do with the studio.
There's his slogan. I watch the news, so you don't have to.
But I have some very valuable items that I was able to retrieve out of my storage unit recently. And I can't call people and try to set that
Yeah, we should report that to TPUSA.
until I get that phone working. I have
Obviously, they have the rights over Charlie Kirk's name and likeness.
had a couple of job offers. And I can't take them until I get a car.
Ooh.
So I'm
Ooh.
in the situation
Ooh. Integrity. Hitting them where it hurts.
where I need to make this podcast successful enough to support itself so that I can pursue some other things as well as continue to do the podcast.
I like the dark humor. Somebody's going to text him. I'm live covering him. Here we go. Haters are still here. Banning the haters.
This was just gifted a membership by the person who loves to come in this room and I kick out all the time. They're over there watching. I can guarantee you right now, if I go over to
Who is Dick Diggler?
the Will Burt show, I guarantee, I can't guarantee it, but I'll bet you. Let me just hold it. What the hell? There you go, folks.
George W. Bush was better than Trump. 100%.
That's what they do over there all the time.
There was Burt. Everybody's talking to him in the chat. Look, Scooter already said hi, Burt. It's on his thing. It's on the page. Good job, Scooter Hoon.
Me Bart, not an octagon. Beat me up. Here. I wouldn't leave right now. He won't leave and run any place, I don't think. To me. But he's talking about other. Here we go. Let's see what he says. Big video.
So, where's the thing right now?
What's he need money for? More ammo?
He was a car.
There is.
Dick.
I don't know what your ears ago funny for him. There should be, but there is. What's he need money for? More ammo?
He was in the hospital. He has internal injuries, you dick.
Do you think he... Wait a second. Do you think the ICE agent who was allegedly injured during his duty is paying his own medical bills, Burt? You think that's what's happening? He was in... What does he need money for? More ammo? He was in the hospital! He was allegedly injured on duty. What the fuck does being in the hospital have to do with anything?
I don't know what your ears ago funny for him. There should be, but there is. They had bullshit claims about and shit. Give up.
All right, so I'm going to leave there just so I can show you guys.
Charlie County people ran with it.
All right, so I'm going to leave there just so I can show you guys. No, let's do one more thing. Let's do one more thing. Let me see here. It's a little confusing to have two people shows going at the same time. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back and I'm going to bring up his page again.
There we go.
And let's see how many times he's done a show about me. There's another one.
There's one.
There's one about Brad Barton.
Okay, that's not you. Oh, you thought they were going to be all over the place, didn't you? Didn't you?
And just because my picture isn't up there doesn't mean he's not talking about me. But
oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'd tell him.
My show being reviewed the entire time.
There we go. Next page.
And
let's keep going.
Is
there one? Nope. It's not one. Okay. Let's keep going. We're 4 pages deep now to show how often I cover Burt.
What it does is it generates hateful people who constantly
4 page
in my inbox. They show up in my emails. They show up on my phone. Anyway, there's more, but I'm not going to dig through all of them. But even though my picture isn't in there,
still haven't found it. We'll find it eventually, right?
Time.
Right.
And it's his thing. All he does is review.
No, you found one. You're like, he covers me all the time. So let's see how many times he's covered me. There's one. Anyways, we don't have to go through them all.
But he's created a good little following of all the people that used to be my friends and fans. Yes, and done a segment on me.
Oh shit, he's watched them all. He's watched every fucking video. I did not notice that, Scooter. Thank you for pointing that out. Let's look for the watch bars.
But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back.
He's watched every fucking video, bro. He just exposed himself. So this one's live. He watched 100% of this one, 100% of that one.
These are his shows.
100%, 100%, 100%, 95% right here. The one with Aaron Parnas.
And let's see how many times he's done a show.
50%, 10%, 75%.
Another one?
90%, 100%, couple, 1 or 2%. A quarter, 3/4, a full show.
There's one about Brad Bart.
A full show, a quarter of a show. None. He's watched some of that one, but I guess he just clicked on it and then clicked off. Maybe it doesn't show green anywhere, but it has been watched. 100%. All those at the end were 100%.
He's done a show about me. There's another one. There's one about Brad Barton.
100%, 100%, 100%. 100%, almost 100%, a little over 50%, 100%. 100%, 100%, 100%. He doesn't know that he's shown us he's watched everything, chat. He's my biggest fan. He is the guy putting all the fucking downvotes on the videos. He's watched every fucking video. You stupid motherfucker. This is his account. It's right up here behind chat. Hold on, let me move the window. There's his account. He signed in to his account right here. He's watched every fucking show, dude.
Just because my picture isn't up there doesn't mean
every one of them.
He's not talking about me, but
there's some, I will grant him, by about 1 out of 10, he's only watched about a quarter of.
his shows are just.
He's watched every fucking show. There's a half of that show.
My show being reviewed the entire time. And
every 100%, 100%, 100%. He's even watching the fucking outros, dude. Oh my fucking God, Burt.
And what it does is it generates
100%, 100%, 100. This one's about Halloween costumes.
Hateful people who constantly.
Oh my fucking God. 4 pages back, he's watched 100%, 100%, 100%. 100%, 10%, 100%.
Inbox, they show up in my emails, they show up.
Oh my fucking God. Look, 50% of that show. 4 pages. And there was like 2 videos he hadn't watched. Holy shit, but I'd close this window quick too.
Anyway, there's more, but I'm not going to dig through all of them. But even though my picture is.
Hold on, let's do this. I guarantee you I haven't watched that many of Burt's shows. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. None, none, none. 5, none. None, none. 6, 7, 8. None. Oh, that's 1. None, none. 1. 1, 2. None. 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 Burt! What are you doing, bro? He's beating his dick to me, right? I've got girls I subscribe to on OnlyFans. I don't watch this much of their content. None, none, none. 1. What? Oh, this must be when he's talking about me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've literally got girls that I put through college. I didn't watch this much of their content, Burt. What the fuck, dude? You've watched them all.
Isn't in there. It doesn't mean he hasn't done a segment on me. He does it all the time.
All of them.
And
we're 4 months ago. He's watched every fucking show.
And it's his thing. All he does is review other people's podcasts and bash them. But he's created a good little following of all the people that used to be my friends and fans who quit on me.
I'm amazed, dude. Thank you very much for saying something. I'd have never paid it. I probably would have if I went back and was really looking into it, but I didn't see it originally, and I wouldn't have went back. I wouldn't have known if Scooter hadn't pointed that out. He's watched every fucking show of mine. Burt Cat Piss and Burt Lynch Truth. You better clip this. He's watched every One of my shows. I've put at least 6 girls through college and 2 through cocaine habits, and I don't watch this much of their content, okay?
2 years ago, or no, I'm sorry, 4 years ago, I was offered an opportunity to get involved with a company that claimed they were going to create a huge streaming company. They sent me a contract and they
Jesus Christ.
And told me that I was going to be their star of their network. And I bought it. I bought into it. Now, I think the guy had every intention of doing that, but he never did it. But he signed me up, and I committed a whole bunch of my own money into building a studio. And
I only subscribe to OnlyFans girls who eat salad with no dressing. It's a weird kink I got.
Other people got involved who wanted to also invest. And the studio was going to be a lot more than just my podcast. It was going to be a studio where we did multiple people's podcasts. And oddly enough, there's about 4 of those open now in Las Vegas.
It was never going to happen.
I was going to have a studio big enough to invite people in to do their podcast.
Never going to happen.
Several areas in the building, in the studio, where I would have different sets. And I could create a set just for you if you wanted to, with green screen. All of that stuff was in the works.
And everybody else paid for it. You didn't have a dime invested in it.
People were investing money in it. And I got into a conflict with 2 of my investors who wanted me to do QAnon. And I didn't want to do it.
There is a, hold on, I'll show you how I got this weird kink if you really want to know. Let's duplicate this page, then go over here.
California Governor
You really want to know what did it for me? It's this right here.
Some frequently asked questions.
I want dinosaur time.
Oh, wait, let's find the original video.
If you're seeing this, it's dinosaur time, so I thought I'd take this opportunity and answer some frequently asked questions.
She calls it dinosaur time, and people are asking questions.
Opportunity and answer some frequently.
Why? It's quick and easy way for me to get more greens into my diet. Is this your lunch? No, this is not a meal replacement. I do this before I eat my actual lunch so I don't have to pretend like I like the taste or go through the process of hiding more greens, veggies into my preferred meal. I find salads laborious to make and cumbersome to eat. I'm all kinked. I'm bricked up over here, chap. Do you always use spinach? No. Romaine and spring mix are acceptable substitutions if you don't like those tri beans. I don't know what made me randomly think of that video. I sent Mariah a video today. Hold on, I'll read it to you. It was a meme. I sent Mariah a meme today that said, what the fuck did it say? Me and my wife used to take ecstasy and lick cocaine off each other's genitals. Today we got in a heated argument because I lied to the dog. Life comes at you fast. That's funny, dude. Back to Burt.
I don't believe it. I don't like it. The more I got around it, I went out and did a bunch of events. I did events all over the country.
All over. Everywhere.
And the more I heard from them, the more I disliked it.
Q
I had a
events.
clip that I was going to play, and I deleted it because I decided a minute ago when I was pissed off that I wasn't going to.
Do I think Burt would have a bigger audience if he went QAnon? Probably. But he really got on it way too late, right? He was like years behind the other Q people. And even then, he would have to like invent a fake source that he had on the inside, like Brad did with like DC Intel.
I'm going to get into that topic, but this guy is trying to convince everybody to this. Still, don't worry about it. None of this is real. It's a movie. Bill Clinton's already dead. Hillary Clinton's already dead. They were all killed years ago. The military's going to take over.
You know what would really piss off Burt? If he found out that they had a furry party with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. This what you voted for? They had a furry party at Mar-a-Lago. The president was in attendance and spoke at the event. Melania Trump was there, but she just enjoyed the twinkle-linkin' lights. The twinkle-linkin' lights.
All of that stuff pissed me off. I didn't want anything to do with it. And I said I wasn't going to do it. And you know me, those of you that do know me know that when I make my mind up, I made my mind up. And they quit. They said, we're not going to get involved. The exact words of the one.
Eyes wide shut.
Soap opera. And we have to, I've got this in a text message. Q is our soap opera. And we have to get a daily fix on it or we just can't stand it. And if you don't want to do that in your show, I don't want to be a part of it. And this person was my IT person. And I said, well, I'm not going to put my...
That's the person that contacted me and gave me receipts and addresses and the equipment she had bought for Burt and the text message between them and all this shit. She ended up passing away. Her husband fucking hated Burt. She hated Burt. They had spent a ton of money doing this and trying to help him get going, blah, blah, blah. And he just treated them like shit and kicked out another woman who she was friends with. They both have the same first name. Kicked out another woman who she was friends with. And that woman had given tens of thousands of dollars to Burt and had signed some type of contract that said, as soon as we make money, you'll be the first one that gets paid back. We'll pay dividends. We expect to be making between $20,000 to $30,000 per episode once I get on my new podcasting network, SNTV or whatever it was.
My show around something.
Like they scam people.
Because you, the person that does my computer work, wants it to be this or that. The other thing, it's going to be about what I want to talk about. It's my show. Well, then I'm not going to help you. And that was it. Not only did she leave, but she turned on me and she started bashing me, just like what we're seeing now. And then she drugged one of my investors with her. And they got together, two women like this, and they came up with this Hate Burt group.
You know how women are. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I hate women. That's right, Burt. Solidarity, my friend.
And it still exists today with about 50 people in it. And they all ran to this guy, Will Bird. Because all they have to do is send him an email or a text message or however it is they communicate with him.
Smoke signals, buddy.
And he sits there on his show and reads it basically verbatim. Here's what Bert's saying over on his show. And if my show's going when his show's going, someone's telling him, and he just real quick goes over and puts me on his show. Now he's giving me publicity, but it's publicity with a bunch of jackasses. Like,
okay, here's your publicity.
The ones I just got through kicking out of this room. Will, you doxed me, you son of a bitch. The day I moved in.
I did not. I was looking for property in Las Vegas to move to. I can't believe you took it off the market. I was gonna rent that place, Burt.
This house. I know he's watching the show right now, so you're hearing this. You won't have me on your show, and I'm not gonna have you on my show. But I'm here right now telling you, you piece of shit. You told everybody. You guys figured out where I was moving into the day I moved in because I videotaped it, some of it, and I posted.
It was before you even officially moved in. You didn't even have all your shit there yet, and somebody figured it out. The AI bot we got working in the background.
Folks, I posted it to you guys in the chat room. You people that are watching my show. And he said, folks, here's Bert's address. Here's his apartment number. Whatever.
Is that what I said? In fact, I never said that. I said I was looking for property. Here's the property I like. Here was where it's at. I never included your name. That was weird.
You do. Don't go over there and mess with him. And people have been messing with me ever since I moved in here.
When you wink, why did your mouth make a noise?
Bert's address. Here's his apartment number. Whatever you do, don't go over there and mess with him.
I don't know. That was weird.
And he said, folks, here's Bert's address. Here's his apartment number. Whatever you do, don't go over there and mess with him. And people have been messing with me ever since I moved in.
Did he click or something? Does his eyes click when they close?
A month and a half ago. He did that. He's a stupid son of a bitch. He just got through saying, why does the ICE agent need a GoFundMe? He was hit by a car. He was in the hospital. He had internal injuries. And everybody and their brother hates him and wants to see him dead. So they had to put him in isolation with his family.
That's all paid for, though, right? He's still collecting a paycheck. He's still getting paid. His medical bills are being paid. And his moving expenses, his housing, all that's paid for. Why does he need to GoFundMe?
His kids can't go to school. His wife can't go to work. He can't work. So having a GoFundMe paid for him makes total sense to me.
It doesn't to me, because all that's been taken care of by the federal government. They came out and said that. So,
but not to Will Burt, because Will Bird's a dick.
Oh,
he told people he was in a wheelchair. And what I was pointing out earlier,
guys, I am not in a wheelchair.
Was he has hatred for everybody that he disagrees with.
I saw that when he was showing a video, you popped up in his chat and it said, why did I get banned from the chat? You popped up in his Facebook messages.
I have ignored him and tried not to say his name for months. And I pointed out that all the other podcasters are hating on each other and they're all fighting with each other.
So now it's my turn.
Seems to be working for them. Maybe that's what I should be doing. And so I went off a little bit. Probably shouldn't have done that.
Probably shouldn't have.
Oddly enough, God works in mysterious ways. Was I exposed to a lot of people, didn't I?
Yeah.
I found out there were a lot of people out there that were going to defend him.
You banned half your audience that really supports you and just said, hey, I know somebody that likes campers. You sure showed them. God forbid someone say, one of my family members lives in a camper. Houses are expensive. Some campers are nice. Those sons of bitches.
Yeah, the minute I started talking about him. This Predzilla, whoever the fuck you are.
Pretzel Elda! Whoever the fuck you are.
I think it's tearing him the minute I started talking about him. This Predzilla, whoever the fuck you are. I think it's tearing Kelly Roark. But no, it's probably not, because she's so narcissistic that she will put her own name down.
Uh-oh.
And it might be.
Who could Pretzelda be? Let's think on it, chat.
The power of Christ compels you
This
to
always helps me
give
think.
little Burt a little kiss.
I don't know. I'm coming up blank.
Be my former Terminator. And almost kind of, I don't know. I don't know who it is. But she comes in this room all the time and starts stuff and then says, it's Predzilla, and then I delete her, or him, or whatever the hell they are. And they just sent a membership for free to Linus. That's the way they get my attention. Let me know we're here. They sent me a message of, we are Legion.
We are Legion, for we are many.
Here we go. What the hell? Let's do this. If we're going to do it, let's do it. I don't know if I can get this to play because my phone service is off. I don't know if it'll play. I need to raise $75 tonight to get my phone back on. Anybody who wants to make a donation tonight, please think about Zelle.
You missed the best part then. When Burt, actually, remember where he parked, chat. We're at 155.52. Check this out. When Burt goes through my videos, he's watched every fucking one of them. Look at the green bar at the bottom of the videos. I'll slow it down to real time. Watch Burt go through my videos. He's watched every fucking one of them. Watch this.
Let's do one more thing.
Every fucking video has a green bar underneath it.
It's a little confusing to have two people shows.
Let me show you me first. So I'll go back to the first page of Burt's. There's a couple, right? I'm not denying that. There's a couple that I've watched. Then a bunch that I haven't. No green bar. There's one. There's weeks where I haven't watched a single fucking show of Burt's. And then there's a couple like here or there, right? Usually when someone's like, hey, Burt was talking about you, or hey, Burt said something stupid, or someone links in my Discord saying Burt's going off or melting down, right? Months where I haven't watched a show in a row. Look, all these. This is 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4. That's a month right there. A month and a half where I didn't watch a single show. Now let's look at Burt. Look at me. Because he says I'm obsessed with him. I won't leave him alone. And let's see what Burt's looks like.
Going at the same time. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back and I'm going to bring up his page again.
Every fucking video has a green bar below it.
His shows.
Every fucking video.
And
every fucking video.
Times he's done a show about me. There's another one.
One. I'll give him one because he was in the thumbnail. Every fucking video. Every one. Every video.
About Brad Barton.
For 5 pages. Everyone.
And just because my
everyone
isn't up there,
everyone
not talking about me, but many of his shows.
Every video for 5 pages. I think there's like 3 videos and 5 pages he didn't watch any of.
And what it does is it generates hate.
He doesn't know we can see how much of the video he watched.
People who constantly.
He has no fucking idea.
Show up in my inbox. They show up in my emails. They show up on my phone. Anyway,
he's so dumb.
There's more, but I'm not going to dig through all of them. But even though
he can only find one video with him in the thumbnail
in there, it doesn't mean he hasn't done a segment on me. He does it all the time.
And he's watched every... Look, these are 100% watched. All right, back to 155.52.
Here we go. What the hell? Let's do this. If we're going to do it, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Because my phone service is off. I don't know if it'll play.
Oh, please play voicemails.
Get my phone back on. Anybody who wants to make a donation tonight, please think about Zelle or PayPal. Okay? I really would appreciate it. Let's see if I can get this.
He said he just went through and started banning everybody he didn't recognize, basically. and anybody that said anything about a camper being nice or good or interesting or whatever.
Probably not going to be able to do it. Voicemail's probably not available, or maybe it is.
That's right. He's watching twice as many right off the bat because I watch him at 2 times speed, and he can't keep up.
Let's go back a little ways and see. Hadn't planned this, so I got to figure it out.
Does he play voicemails?
Coach here is reaching out.
Oh, God. Jason Pope?
Jason Pope, the Truckers Coach here.
Narc! Narc got featured, and he wasn't here tonight. God damn it.
Reaching out, caught your show last night on Will Beard Assholes platform because you still have me blocked. You know what's out? I'm fucking camera. You got me blocked, you son of a bitch. Beautiful, luscious, lock-haired motherfucker. But I got a question for you. I got a real twitchy question. I heard that your Venmo got hacked last night. Do you happen to know or have any proof that this happened? Because I made a payment to you and you never got me the payment. Well, I mean, I don't know if you got it or not, but you never gave me any credit for it. Also, I know a guy that knows a guy that can hack into bank accounts. Maybe we can do that together and steal Will Beer donations, because every time he plays your show, he gets all these donations. Fucking crazy. Don't you worry one thing. I am posted up outside of 2300 Silverado Ranch Boulevard in Las Vegas. Number 2131, watching out. Jason Pope, Truckers Coach, out.
That sounds like a big fan of yours, Burt. And he's watching for people that might be trying to sneak up on you.
Love you, Burt. Burt, 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 Burt. I get 2 or 3 of these a week from him.
2 or 3 a week from your biggest fan, Jason Pope, the Truckers Coach.
Will Bird's over there laughing his ass off right now.
Oh my God. I'm telling Narc right now, or I'm tagging him in a post on Discord. Burt, you just doxed yourself, dude.
He's got my address. Says he's outside.
Well, he said he was outside looking for anybody suspicious that might be sneaking up on you. Sounds like you don't need security now.
This is the shit I deal with every day. When I come on,
he's gonna cry. He's gonna cry.
In the middle of my show, they've been sending Venmo requests for money. Send me $100.
Well, maybe they don't know how to use it.
For what was one of them? Emotional distress for having to watch your show.
Do not, chat, do not go to Venmo and overwhelm Burt's account with requests for him to send you money. Don't do it. It's not funny. It's not a joke. Don't do it.
I have to go in and delete them. I don't get any money from Venmo from anybody. He's never sent me a dime. He's full of shit.
He's trying. Maybe he doesn't know how to use it. Remember, Bo Sweeney couldn't figure it out, and you got mad because he won the lottery twice. I'm Bo Sweeney, and I win a lottery. I remember your impression.
It's crap I put up with. Let's see how much more I got. I want to do tonight for you folks.
Oh, God, play it. $25 donation.
One person.
Is that a green screen? No, it's he's got a monitor here and 2 more monitors there, and then the soundproofing phone.
Encourage me saying you're doing the right thing here. Let me just say something. One person's encouraging me saying you're doing the right thing here. Let me just say something.
You're doing the right thing here, big boss. Rick Ross, the boss.
I've got somebody that can reach out to me.
Yes, he's very entitled. That's what I don't understand. He just feels like if he gets on the internet, people should give him money. People should subscribe. People should watch. He even calls. He's like, I don't know why this person's got so many views. That person gets millions of dollars, and they believe in Q or they do this. I don't do that. Where's my money? It's fucking crazy.
In Messenger, that's what that was. Anyway, we still need donations.
I don't know what that award's for. I'm sure he's covered it.
So if you can do that, I would really appreciate it. This is a young lady pointing out night and day difference between then and now. I don't know why that's not playing. I'm not getting the audio.
I don't watch all of Bert's videos. He just watches all of mine. So it's hard to say.
No audio. That's odd. I guess we're not going to do that story. I hope this isn't a continuing thing here.
That the ICE agent who had to discharge his weapon last week is now in hiding. That he's under government protection right now. They had to send federal agents to his house. They had to quickly pack everything up. They brought him out to a vehicle. They surrounded him with a phalanx of federal officers, and they got him out of town and his family. Why is that?
I seen a post this morning on the way to the studio here with his picture, wanted for murder.
So this agent right now telling him he's in hiding?
Yes, for the safety of him and his family. I mean, there are wanted posters for this picture. His license plate number.
Blood. You know that the ICE agent who had to discharge his weapon last week is...
Will Burt doesn't think this guy should have a GoFundMe. No, not really.
And Will Burt just got to say, why does he need money?
I knew it. Knew it was coming.
Why would we want to help him? I'm telling you, folks, there's a big difference. There's a big difference between...
He's probably a big fan of his Hinkle hole.
Between us and them. A big difference between the liberals and the conservatives. And the divide is so great, there's no fixing it. There's no fixing it.
Let's fight it out.
We have to learn to ignore them. No, we can't ignore them. We have to defeat them. We're going to have to get rid of them. I'm not calling to kill anybody. But let's just separate the country. I mean, I wonder how many...
In fact, on the last show I covered of yours, you said that the conservatives had all the guns, the liberals didn't have nothing, and it was time for us to show them why we have all the guns or some shit like that. Remember?
Conservatives would go along with that idea. You know, it's like with the ICE agents that back off, and and someone in the room said, I was in law enforcement a long time. They backed off and they're waiting for her to drive away and then they're going to arrest her. And he says, and then he put in the chat room, I don't know that that's what happened, but because I was in law enforcement, that's what they do. Okay, maybe they did. But the problem was created by the 11 million people or whatever it was she said, 11,000 people that are watching her on TikTok, and the fact that it went viral. And in the eyes of everybody, the ICE backed down. There's only one way.
God forbid a government agency look like they don't want to start fucking violence. Yeah.
To fix this with these people, and they have to be.
That would be horrible. They look like the calm, reasonable, trained people with the fucking guns and masks. That would be crazy.
I hate to say this, but I mean, this is just a little piece of history, okay? All of the military, I mean, when the soldiers were coming home from Vietnam, the riots and the way that the hippies, they called them hippies back then, they were liberals, they were just progressives, that's just another name for hippies. They were so angry and hated the soldiers so much, the rioting in the street, it wasn't stopping. It wasn't going away until Kent State. Now, I'm not calling another Kent State.
There we go.
But snipers went up on the roof and shot a lot of people. I think it was 6, might have been more. And it was horrible. I was a kid.
Horrible.
Probably 12 or 13 when that happened. But the riot stopped. Sure as hell did. The Democrats in the South refused to let the black people come to the schools. They said, we're not going to let you integrate our schools. Well, they did, because the federal government sent in troops and forced them to let the black kids go to the white schools. So it's happened before. I don't see any way to fix this. There is a school of thought that this whole Minnesota thing is a distraction so that we're not paying attention to what's getting ready to happen in Iraq. I mean,
in the Epstein list is what you mean. That's what you mean. The Epstein list.
I'm sorry. In Iran.
They love any coverage of this shit. That's why they amplify this and Somali fraud and absolute immunity, because the Epstein list. That's what you're talking about.
Fighter groups are definitely amassing off the coast. There's no doubt. Iran's been there a long, long time. It's a hard country to attack. It's surrounded by mountains. All its borders have big mountains. As soon as you cross into Iran, you've got to cross a mountain to get in. It's hard to get troops in there. I want to thank, finally, the first donation in a week. Thank you very much, sir, for that donation. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Land.
If somebody else does that, I can get my phone back on tonight. That's all I need. It's $50 to get the phone back on for a week.
In fact, protests dramatically increased after the shooting of students at Kent State University. Imagine that. Burt could be wrong again.
I could go sell this stuff and put my phone back on and not come here anymore. After the way I was getting treated tonight by the chat room, it was really crossing my mind. I was considering it. I was thinking to myself, what the hell am I wasting my time on?
In fact, it led to the nationwide student anti-war strike of 1970. It was a massive outpouring of anti-war Vietnam protests that erupted in May 1970 in response to the expansion of the war into neighboring Cambodia. Strike began May 1st, walkouts of students, blah, blah, blah. It increased dramatically following the shooting of students at Kent State in Ohio by National Guardsmen on May 4th, while a number of violent incidents occurred during the protests. For the most part, they were peaceful. Crazy.
Will Burt was just over there. I showed you in his chat room.
What was I doing?
You guys support me, and if you're not making enough donations for me to keep the studio open, I'll just close it. I won't do it anymore. But he's getting enough help to keep the studio open.
Uh-oh. Well, I paid it, so you don't know shit about rent, especially getting it in on time.
I have 2 kids to take care of. And, hey, good for him. He's taking care of his family.
What? 5 minutes ago, I can't believe he'd raise them in a metal box. He's a piece of shit on my shoe.
I'm sorry for the children to have to live with that piece of shit.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Somebody's got to raise up a whole bunch of new shits.
We're back to it.
Maybe that's what he's doing.
If only you could have raised a kid. If only you'd have had that opportunity, right?
Okay, so I got somebody pretending to be somebody else in the room. And it's just...
Oh, God. Here we go.
Where...
Pretenders.
Yeah, people want to keep saying you need to live within your means. I opened up a company. I started a podcast. I was on my way to being successful until we lost the house.
You didn't? How successful can you be when you can't afford the rents at your house/business? I was on my way to be super successful, and then I didn't pay any of my bills. I was climbing the corporate ladder, but then I remembered I didn't pay for anything in my life. So they took it away.
I've got too much time and too much money invested in this to quit. I'm 68 years old. It's hard to go find a job.
6'7". 70-year-old man.
It's hard to believe adults, middle-aged, I'm sure, have nothing else to do. I think she's talking about Will Burt and that dude that called me. Oh, he calls me two couple times a week. I've got him blocked, so it goes to voicemail. He leaves voicemail. He leaves
I love it.
The evidence.
I love that Burt's listening to these voicemails and watching all my videos.
It's hard for me to quit. It's hard for me to quit. And like I said before, I lost my house. I lost my car. It's unbelievably, it's been 8 months that I've been without a car. I tried to buy one and taken advantage of my car.
Michaela Robertson,
now you are going to piss him off.
Clupper 98 a subscription. Michaela Robertson 81 gifted a tier 1 sub to Clupper 98.
Thank you very much for the gifted sub.
58 gift subs in the channel.
58 gifted subs. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I never thought he would mention Narc. And Narc makes videos sometimes with his voicemails or whatever.
Dealership, and now that's not going to happen. I tried to buy one and got taken advantage of by the car dealership, and now that's not going to happen.
Never Burt's fault. What do you think the backstory on that is? I would love to hear it. He tried to buy a car, but the dealership took advantage of him. Okay.
There's a good chance that I'll be back tomorrow.
Maybe. We'll see. Who knows?
I just don't know, you guys.
I don't know.
Thank you for that one donation. I do appreciate it. Now I'm going to show you the last clip that I want to show you for the night.
Before I cry myself to sleep and watch all of Weird Burt's show.
It should make you feel good. But I have a belief that our pets, our animals, they know things we don't know. And
maybe.
Last night I was very sick.
I know that Shadow has been giving you some fucking goddamn side eye from across the room. I know that much.
Last night I had a stomachache that was from hell.
Yeah, wants everybody else to be like, why is Will Burt doing this? Why is he doing this? And why is he raising his kids here? And why is he paying for an office? And why is he in a house? And why doesn't he do this? Why doesn't he cover that? And how does this person make so much money? Why don't I make that money? And this person does this. And I don't have 1 million viewers, and I'm not making $1 million, and I don't sell silver. But when he's talking about himself, I just can't do it without you. It's on you. You got to do it. I don't know. Dealership fucked me. Donors fucked me. My landlord fucked me, even though I was 6 months behind on rent. The TV company fucked me.
Point where I got up and got physically sick. I couldn't lay. Anyway, it was not just my stomach, it was my kidneys. It just happened to me before. Once every couple of years, I have this attack on my kidneys or something, and it hurts so bad that it makes me vomit. And that happened last night. And I remember when
Bert's the type of motherfucker. Someone says to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. He's barefoot.
Got shadow. I got
one sock.
fever, and I was real sick. And he'd only been with me for a few weeks, maybe a couple months. And I was freezing. I could not get warm. And the cat seemed to know. He climbed up on my chest and he lay right on my chest. And I had the covers on. And he lay right on my chest and he wouldn't leave. And the fever broke because of it.
Oh, my God.
And last night when I was laying there in bed and I was hurting. And I didn't know where Shadow was. And I said, Shadow.
Dying.
He jumped straight up on the bed. He did sit on the floor looking up at me. The lights were off. And he jumped straight up on the bed and just laid down on my chest.
Ah.
And for some reason, him being there for about 20 minutes or so, all of a sudden my stomach and my back stopped hurting. I started feeling better. And he seemed to know that I started feeling better.
Well, I'll be.
And laid down beside me. Well, Bert, you just
shit far and save matches, Bert. It's a hell of a story.
Weird. No, I don't think I am. And then I ran across this today. I ran across this.
What did we run across?
Just don't freak you out. Something wrong with you.
It's freaky.
Lady's laying there with her cat.
That's 100% AI. That's 100% AI. Good job, Bert.
That cat saw something. Those cats can see in the dark. We can't. It's fighting something.
It doesn't even move like a fucking cat.
Sure if this is scary or if it should make you feel good.
Like, how did it say? Cats don't have abs, Bert. How did it go from its back to sitting on its ass without using its rear legs or its front legs? That's 100% AI.
But I have a belief that our pets, our animals,
cats don't do sit-ups, Bert.
They know things from hell. To the point where I got up and got this once every couple of years. And I remember freezing, know where Shadow was. Up.
I'm trying to get back to the clip.
You out.
Here we go. Watch it. Watch how this cat sits up. Without using any of its legs, right? Its back legs are here, its front legs are there. It just levitates. How the fuck did that cat... Bert, you know how animals move, right? You have a cat, you fucking retard. Cat's doing crunches. 100% AI. Wait a second. Hold on. Bert, the cat's tail is phasing through its legs.
That cat saw something.
Watch the cat, when it lays down on her, the tail is phasing through the legs. It's not going behind, it's not going in front, it's going through the legs. Just watch.
Cats can see in the dark, we can't.
I'll slow it down.
It's fighting something.
Watch his tail. Might be too slow. It just went through its leg. Did you see that? It does it again. Wait, with the other leg. That's behind the leg. Through the leg. It's phasing through the leg, Bert. The tail is phasing through the leg, Bert. Cats know something, man. It saw a demon from hell. Cats know. Cats know what's going on, man.
Wow. I tell you that he sees stuff. When I looked this up today, DeGrasse Tyson, who I don't like. And
Shame, Bert.
But he was explaining how cats' eyes can see things that we can't even see. I'm talking about the minute, smallest, got to pull the clip. But he was explaining how cats' eyes, this up today, DeGrasse Tyson, who I don't like. And I forgot to pull the clip. But he was explaining how cats' eyes can see things that we can't even see. I'm talking about the minute, smallest little gnat flying through the air. The cat will see it and watch it. Have you ever seen it?
I've never heard anybody call him DeGrasse Tyson, like without saying Neil.
Yeah, mine does all the time.
Maybe that's just a weird thing for me. I don't know.
He sees something we don't see. Sometimes it might even be a spirit that walks in the room. I was just sent a message to check Zell.
Cats see spirits.
It didn't give me a notification.
Zelly me.
Off. And because my phone was off, something just came through. Oh, that's the same person, say to check it. I will. I'll do that right now.
Zally me. He hates anybody that thinks the Earth's round.
Bless your heart. Someone just sent a donation.
Neil deGrasse Tyson makes fun of flat earthers, obviously.
Thank you for that. I'm not going to say your name because I'll pick on you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for those 2 donations. Another 700 and I'll be able to pay rent this month.
D. Diggler says, that's going to help me sleep tonight. I need to go get a cat right now.
Dick Diggler.
I will tell you that ever since I got Shadow, he sleeps with me every night. Sleeps right by my leg. He lays on top of my left leg. He lays on it, he puts his arm on it like that. He lays on it like that. That's how he sleeps. And if I move, he gets up, looks at me, and comes back and does the same thing again. And then once in a while, especially in the morning, he gets up and gets right on my chest. He's adorable. And I told my friend the other day, I said, I hope I die before he does. Because I don't know what I would do without him.
Then he'll eat your body.
Had some weird stuff with the cat, says Robert. And
God, he's so depressing.
Because they want to be in here. This person is telling me to live within my means and stop kicking people out of the chat room because they want to be in here. They just made up a fake.
Live within your means. Stop kicking people out of the chat room. Nah, you're just jealous.
Name to get in here. I am living within my means. I've just sized down from a 4-bedroom house to a 1-room apartment. Now I've got an apartment with 3 rooms, and I'm quite happy here. And I can't afford it if we can just get this show to earn $400 a week.
I can't afford it as long as you guys give me $400 a week. I can afford it. What don't you understand? I can afford it if you give me $400 a week. Let's shoot for, you guys try to give me $5,000 a week and we'll get a Lambo. I can afford it if you'll give me $5,000 a week.
$400 a week's all I need to live. I don't have any Social Security like anybody else. I'm still trying to get it. And when I do get it, it's only going to be less than $400. I spent my entire life self-employed. It wasn't smart, but I didn't think I was ever going to get old. I didn't think I was going to get throat cancer and lose my career as a singer.
Uh-oh.
I didn't think about any of that. All I thought about was,
have you tried ivermectin?
I'm going to hit that stage again tonight and I'm going to sing my ass off. And that's all that I cared about for 50 years. Record deal never came. But hey.
Yeah, most people would have given up before they hit 70. Like, I understand when you're young. I even told Liam this the other day. Like, he's upset because he doesn't know. He's a freshman in high school, and he's like stressing out because he doesn't know what his major in college is going to be. And I'm like, look, dude, you gotta live. You gotta figure things out, and then eventually you'll find something or sitting around on something, and you lock down and go for that. I understand when you're young, go after your dreams or whatever. If it didn't come in the first fucking 30 years, what makes you think it's going to come in the second 30? God damn.
I'm just trying to make a living doing a podcast. I could go out and do some.
I've heard him talk about his neighbors.
Bad stuff with these cameras. I could do some stuff.
How he thought he was going to get robbed because he left his door cracked, chasing the cat or some shit.
I'm trying to be a good guy. And there are people out there, and I think I know who you are that wrote that because I know who you are. I haven't picked on you at all. You invested money in my show and I'm grateful for it. But you keep it up, and I'll come for you like I did all these other bitches. I know who you are pretending to be somebody else. You know me.
He knows. He knows. Every time he said this, he's been wrong about who it was, just so you know.
All right. We're taking care of 3 cats right now. I'm so not worried. LOL. I noticed that you guys are taking, so you're babysitting cats, I guess is what you're doing. Good for you. Good for you. I've got a friend of mine that does that on a regular basis. Folks, I'm going to call it a night. Sorry about the rain.
I would.
For those of you that have been here for a long time, every once in a while, I just kind of take it. I just take off on it. And I just want so badly.
I wish you were at least good at it, though.
Personally meet that individual in person and see what he's made of. I really do.
Remember, you're going to dress up like Mrs. Doubtfire and show up and sucker punch me. That was your claim. I never made that claim.
I really do, William. I'm 68 years old, and I think I got 1 or 2 good fights left.
Will.
I'm saving one of them for you, buddy.
It's short for Wilhelm, not William. Fucking retard.
Robert says he's babysitting his son's 3 cats. Well, good for you. I don't know what I would do with Shadow if I had to go somewhere because I don't think anybody could handle him. He's big, and he's playful, but when he plays, you guys remember the scratch I had on my hand? It took like a month to heal. And
maybe you got bitch hands like Trump.
I walk by, he grabs me by the ankles, and he's not mean. He's just playing. But he plays. He's 18, maybe 19 pounds now. But he's more like a dog than he is a cat.
I just ordered a cat toy for our cat. I'm gonna buy one and send it to you, Bert.
I don't know who I'd leave him with.
Good idea, bad idea, chat. 1 for good idea, 2 for bad idea. Send Shadow a cat toy.
My friend who has 5 cats, all of them are tiny, says I'm scared to death to have that cat in the room with mine. So I can't plan any trips unless I take.
We used to work on job sites, and I learned this from an old guy I worked with. Somebody would say something like, God damn, that fucking hurt my finger, hurt my hand or whatever. And you go, whoa, stop. Wait, turn your hand over. No, hold it like this. No, flip it back this way. Show me your knuckles. I see the problem. You got bitch hands. And they just walk off.
Take him with me, which I'm doing that. They let me take him on the plane. I'll take him on the plane. Anyway.
One time, I was working this old man. Oh, God damn, what was his name? Jeremiah? Maybe? They just called him Jay. And I swear to God, I got bits so fucking hard on the back of my neck by a goddamn ladybug. And I was pissed. Like, I hit it, smacked it, got it, pulled it. It was a ladybug or an Asian beetle or whatever. Bit the fuck out of me. Like, there was blood coming down my neck. And Jay said, all I know is one thing. And I was like, what? He's like, if you get bit by a ladybug, you must have some bitch-ass skin. And everybody fucking laughed at me or whatever. But I was bleeding from a goddamn ladybug inside a power plant that bit the shit out of me.
Anyway, all right, you guys, again, to my local regulars and everybody else, my apologies for losing my shit for a minute.
You guys want to see the cat toy I bought for my cat? I also paid my rent, so this is a little bit of splurging here. It's this one.
Rumpus was having the time of his life playing with this like a...
You hang it over a door. It's got a little string thing.
Ruined everything.
Vino, you can't just take it to your lair and kill it. You're not making this very fun. This is why Vino doesn't get toys.
It's got a remote. You can start it remotely. And it's rechargeable.
I will say the strings are holding up excellently. So if your cat isn't this crazy...
And it comes with like 5 or 6 more strings and 5 or 6 more things to tie on the end of the strings. They look like animals or whatever.
You're not even giving Rumpus a chance. Please. But. I think we're gonna have to be done. You're getting a little too crazy. But he loves it. Do you just like the string? Because we can take the toy off. This string.
It's just, I don't know what it's called. It's a cat toy for cats on TikTok shop.
5 cat toys.
There's a bunch of different brands. I got the one with the remote.
Taken the toy off of the string, nearly swallowed them. So this is impressive. You can play with it like this. This is way safer, and he's still having a blast.
All that jumping made Vino so sleepy, and I...
So here's how the cat usually plays with it.
...for Rumpus while he was taking a nap. So everyone got a turn.
There you go. I had to send one to Shadow.
It happens. I'm not perfect.
If I can find Shadow's address.
And there's a reason why I live alone. And I appreciate y'all. I really do. And God bless you all. I'm not going to do the typical ending like I do normally because the system isn't set up right for me to do it that way for now. So I'm just going to say goodnight.
I bet if I send a package addressed to Shadow at Burt's address, he'll call the goddamn Las Vegas Bomb Squad.
And I guess I can go ahead and do this part anyway. Please consider making a donation if you haven't already. There were 2 donations tonight. We certainly could use a couple more. If you're somebody who normally donates some time,
he'll call the fucking bomb squad on me.
Sometimes help me get past some of these problems. I really appreciate it. And please hit the thumbs up because those people over there that hate me, they come in and they hit the thumbs down immediately and then leave.
Do they?
And then they watch on the hate show to see if the thumbs up get to a certain point, and they all go back in another name and hit some more thumbs downs. It's a little game they play because they have no lives. They're people who live in campers and mothers.
We're on here just as much as you are, Burt.
Thumbs downs. It's a little game they play because they have no lives. They're people who live in campers and their mother's basements and what have you. Thank you all for being here tonight. God bless you.
Or don't have a pot to piss in, no car, no house, can't pay the rent, got evicted twice in a row. You know, people like that.
Please hit the thumbs up and follow me.
Follow me, everything is all right. I'll be the...
Doesn't have a pot to piss in, calling other people out for what they do, how they live, how they pay their bills. Fucking loser, dude. That's Burt watching every one of my shows. Let's see if it updates with the green bar now. We watched all of that one. Oh, he might have deleted it, actually. Oh, lives is what we're looking for. There we go. It's updated, baby. He hasn't deleted it yet. It doesn't look like it. It's not showing deleted on my end.
California Governor Gavin Newsom had Ben Shapiro on his podcast today, and he cooked him on crime and population decline in red states. Just watch.
Population's on 3 years in a row. The last time it declined, it went down with 11 other states, and we lost 151 people.
If you're talking not about immigration, if you're just talking about people who lived in California who are leaving, that number is high. And again, I'm not blaming that on you because
it could be the case in many, many states, as you know, across this country. 100%. By the way, a lot of red states, which I'm surprised you guys don't talk more about. What about the last few years? All these red states losing folks. California hasn't been the last few years. These red states are Louisiana, Mississippi. Let's talk about those states. Let's talk about the murder rate. I think the top 10 murder rates in America are in red states. I think there's some real problems. The most regressive taxes in the country are in these red states. Who are you for?
Yeah, see, facts are a powerful thing. You can't really deny them. And when people like Ben Shapiro and other MAGA commentators are actually confronted with the truth, it goes exactly like that. They don't really have a response. In this
he can't even keep up with how much he needs.
episode as well,
because he's making the shit up.
Newsom got Ben Shapiro to criticize Donald Trump, got him on the record.
From Legion.
It's very difficult for those MAGA commentators to do. California Governor Gavin Newsom had Ben Shapiro on his
I have to see if there's like a gift option or something, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they'll put like a little card in there. I don't know. We'll have to take care of Shadow. Somebody should. Bird's not doing it. Didn't take care of his son. He damn sure ain't taking care of the cat. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. The show ended up being all Burt, but it was entertaining, right? Check out the link if you want to support the show. You want to help us stay on the air. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the support. The hype train we had going on with all the gifted subs. Appreciate that. That's going all into the bank, into the Fuck Burt Fund. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Check out the link. Support the show. We got to pay the bills around here. Everybody have a good night. And we'll see you on the next one. And don't be like Burt. Be the better Burt.
About if this douchebag
In a world full of Burts.
You don't have
be anybody else. Anybody, literally.
on this planet by name,
except for an ICE agent.
who they are, and telling the rest of the world who they are. You don't have the fucking balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you...
Yeah, if you got a subscription, you don't, like, go to the ads when they play, which is nice.
Wit in a sixth sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believer? Yeah.
Which they just play. There's just like a minute or something, but still.
All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like four in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, eating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex.
Oh, Trump got his participation trophy. Did you guys see that?
A retard in a vest climbing up
The woman who won the Nobel Peace Prize brought it and gave it to Trump.
superpowers. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself...
And Kim Kukich is back and says that Trump used an energy weapon to crack her dentures. You guys tracking this? Kim Kukich says Trump used a direct energy weapon to crack her dentures.
This is gonna be it. Wait. Stop. What? I'll get my files. Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Fucking stop. Dude, come on. Seriously. My mom's an alcoholic. Give me a... Oh, my God.
Have a good night, guys.